Hello everyone, my name is Jack Technope, and welcome back to another chill stream. There's a couple things I have to talk about today, or tonight, I should say. Mainly, I would like to start off by saying, one, the stream almost did not happen, as Streamlabs decided it didn't reinstall itself, but it decided to install some 2015, Microsoft Visual something when it launched. It wasn't like a virus thing because, I'm launching Streamlabs, so it's not like it was like something I randomly downloaded. But it's weird that Streamlabs had to re-download something when it was working just fine 5 days ago. So, I don't know. Must have had some sort of crash on my laptop when it was open or something, because that's usually what causes those to have updates. So that's one thing. Second, I didn't know how to bring this up. Wait, no, here, I'm going to save that one for last. Okay, so, because it's very strange. No, I want to cover it early. Someone in stream 2, the stream before this one, had, was watching, right? I'm not pointing fingers. I will not point fingers. I will also choose to keep the account anonymous as well. But someone through Twitch, and I'm telling you now, do not do this. I will block you. Please, do not do this. It makes me uncomfortable, and it's not something I want to see. Now, obviously, if you're like, and also, like, Twitch DMs exist. Like, just, if you're gonna message me, just say hi. Just do it in Twitch DMs. Don't go find my fucking Instagram, my personal Instagram. Where I got people on. Like, I don't. Okay. Someone on the last stream, I have to address it, because I don't want this happening again. In the last stream, and keep in mind, nothing that this guy said, nothing like that happened in the stream. I'm assuming it's a guy. I don't know. But, okay, so I get a message by an account. I won't say the name yet because that'll reveal what they wanted immediately. And they say, hey, and the name I immediately know it's really strange. And I think it's one of my friends or something, like trying to prank me or something. So I message, look, if you're just messaging me to mess with me, this isn't funny, this isn't cool. Who are you? Because I thought it was a friend. Which it wasn't. It specifically, the guy goes, no, it's fine. I just found you through Twitch and wanted to message you. So what this was a feet pic selling account. Yeah, I'm being legit here. Like, I have this genuinely happened after the second stream. For me to sell. That's not happening, by the way. I didn't think that was a huge market for, well, one, males, and second, me. I am 19. I'm completely legal to do so. However, Misty probably would not be too happy with that. And also, no thank you. That's super awkward. Like, I'm not king shaming here, but also, please, please, people, don't go finding my personal accounts just to message me something like that. Okay? This one here needs to fuck right off. Please don't do that. It makes me super uncomfortable, and I need to address it here. Now that that's out of the way, I can talk about the fun things. So first off, the grind I've been doing on Trove for the past several days, and including during these streams, is actually about to come to an end. Or, I guess it's technically halfway done, because, like I said, I'm trying to get these things called credit pouches. If you've been following through, I'm going to call this the Trove Grind Saga for live streams on my YouTube channel. I'm going to make a playlist once I'm done with them. I'll still do chill streams, but I'm going to make it specifically like this is the section where not only was the start of the chill streams, but this was the Trove Grind Saga. Specifically, basically, God, what am I saying? I have 3,000 right now. I finally got to that. I need 3,500 to get the class, though, so I'm still waiting to get Bard. I could buy Vanguardian with 3,000 right now, but I'm still giving Vanguardian a chance for me to be able to grind 40 sentient shards. That's probably not happening. I'm telling you all now. They drop once a day. I can maybe get 3 a day at maximum. I'm just going to be able to grind this up faster than I'm going to be able to get them. Or I can pay 20 bucks, which I'm not doing. So I'm just going to do this grind again from the top to get Vanguardian out of the way, and then I'm going to go to level 1 through 30 in every class. So, which I'm probably still going to do this chill stream without showing gameplay. Now, someone might say, oh, hey, we want to see gameplay. But like I said, I'm doing this to chat. And I just have something going on in the background to keep my attention, because I can stare at the camera and talk for a long time. But it's also just good that, see, that's usually if I have someone in chat talking to me. I'm not saying, like, I need attention or need someone to talk to. It's way easier to have a conversation with someone to just go, Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Jack Tackleby, and today we're gonna be, like, I mean, I could sit here, like, relax and still do the same thing, but it's just, you know what I mean. I'm doing this to have fun, chill, talk streams, and just talk about things that have happened. Speaking of things that have happened, today, I ended up getting, so, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. If you've been on this channel and seen some other videos, you may get that vibe. I don't know how often I bring it up. I realize that it's to the point where I'm like, hey, if I'm a big fan of something, don't shove it down people's throats, which I've done before. Like, hey, you guys should really watch this and stuff like that. Like, I'm not like that with a lot of things, or I try not to be with anything. But at times, I've caught myself doing it before, and I'm like, no, that's super fucking cringy. So I don't know if you get that vibe. I hope it's like present, but I just hope it's not like super big. But anyways, getting off that part, I play there's a mobile game for it called Dragon Ball Legends, and I used to be, when I first got it, and I was super excited when guilds came out. Not because they're actually useful. Guilds suck. There's no point to them. However, I ended up having the one from everyone that I knew that played at our high school, and we had like 10 people. They all like last logged in 1,000 days ago, so it's like I have like one friend I play with. It's Jack. Jack from the D&D group. But anyways, that's really all who logs in and plays still. So it's just, nowadays it's just become me and him in it. I used to run a team that was just Frieza. Like, him and his family, his entire, like, lineage, bloodline. I also, wait, they still need to add a King Cold to the game. That's, like, the only Frieza race member they don't have. Anyways, I used to have, like, the top of the top line units for that, and this was right before, like, I think this was around the time the original Super Saiyan Vegito, the purple one, came out, the Legends Limited one, and then there was also a purple cooler that came out. Those two, that was the golden days for me when that cooler dropped. I got both the cooler and the Frieza that came out with it, and I was just top. Like, PvP, I was dominating. People in the guild, they could beat me with enough, like, practice, like, obviously, like, in time put in. I wasn't, like, hardcore, like, just... I spent a lot of free time playing the game, so I did pretty well with it. But also, there would still be times, but I felt up there. So, since then, I made, like, a thing. I play the game for collection anyways, and I'm always trying to get any new Frieza that came out. They dropped another Legends Limited Frieza, and then another one, while my phone was broken for a bit, because it's been broken since, like, April of last year. Or August, maybe, I don't know. But the point is, I took a break from the game. They came out with two things I just couldn't get unless I installed an emulator, which I was iffy because I was worried I was going to get banned. I just play on emulator now. I don't care at this point. I'm not paying $600 for another iPhone, and I'm not paying $20 for an Android that can't run it. So, I mean, there's no point when I have a computer that can run it perfectly fine, and if I get banned, I get banned. Because I managed to, like, deal with 7 months of not being able to play the game, and I was just like, fuck it. Like, I just want to play. If I get banned, who fucking cares? I got that first Frieza about a month ago. However, the other one that came out after, it's a yellow one. It's Legends Limited, and he's in his final form, shooting Goku, or shooting like that beam he gets almost killed with. His last beam he uses on Namek. And I got it tonight. I even called Misty. I was like, Misty, I just fucking got this. I'm so fucking happy. I finally got it, and I just don't have to worry about it anymore. And hopefully, like, that team is even still relevant. I have not been running it because I was kind of the thing where I was like, I know I don't have all the units, so I'm just going to be super sad if I run it. But now I do. I have every Frieza unit in the game, except for, like, one Extreme one that just came out. However, if you've played Legends before, Extremes don't matter. So, sure, I want it eventually for the collection purpose, but I have every one of them that matters. I also have every Goku Black that matters in the game. The only character for, like, a collection thing I'm trying to do is I need to get the new Legends Limited Kid Buu that came out. I don't think he's on any banners right now. I just gotta wait. Anyways, enough Legends chat. Let's see, what else do we got? So, I don't think I'm going to be able to get barred during this stream, because I don't think I'll be streaming long enough to, or also I don't know how often my Primordial Flames are going to sell. I'm back at 30k and I need 200k, so who knows, I might be able to buy one credit pouch while I'm on stream, but I only need to buy 2 more credit pouches. If I get literally the last 2, I'm not going to get them tonight. I highly doubt they're going to sell that fast. I'm kind of also hoping on that so I can grind up more, because I just got to another 300. I bought a couple more slots so I can sell more at bulk. How about 4 more? I almost have all of the marketplace slots you can buy in the game. Also, it's really funny. Earlier, I found a guy in the lobby who I didn't do the quest for yet, and it was for the marketplace. It was like, go to the marketplace, buy something for the marketplace, make a listing for the marketplace, get a sale, get 3 sales, and then your quest line is done for it. And I thought that was really ironic, considering that's all I've been doing for the past, like, 2 weeks in this fucking game. Crazy as shit, man. Again, I don't see a lot of games. There's no point. A grind should take more than a day. And by a day, I mean, like, 8 hours of time put in. Like, you don't have to do it in one day, but you know what I mean? It's just a full-time job at that point. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. And that's, like, pushing it. Because, like, obviously there could be some side stuff you want to do with it that might take if you're not just hardcore focusing it. But it should not be a common thing. I don't like that. You know? Because I'm dealing with it right now. Like, I'm dealing with the thing that's like that. I'm not sick, by the way, if you see me move my nose. I'm just noticing, like, it's I don't know why, it's just been running a little bit. I'm not sick, though. I'm, like, completely fine. I had a sore throat, like, 2 days ago, or it was starting, and I just, like, gurgled some salt water immediately and just started, like, hacking up stuff. I mean, like, I wasn't hacking up anything gross, but I was making sure I was trying to see if there's anything in there to get out to make it better, but... So I'm not sick, but it's just minorly running. It's just a minor annoyance. Like, I don't have to go run and get a tissue, but it's still really annoying. So if you see that, just... I don't know. It's not like you guys could get sick from me. I'm just, like, just saying it because I don't want to, like... I don't know, be weird or about it. I don't know. Again, this is mainly just me for multiple hours just trying to think of random stuff to talk about. Stuff that's going on in general. I saw a friend I haven't talked to in a long time. On Xbox, his name used to be Major Winners from that television show Band of Brothers, where they go back and relive, like... And I'd seen the television show before that, so I knew the reference. It was Band of Brothers, which was an airborne division in one of the World Wars. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was World War II. Anyways, that was what his profile was, but that's not how I met him. I met him through PUBG random lobbies one day. I was just playing. This was years ago. Like, I think I was a freshman in high school at the time, and we just hit it off after that. Like, we'd play occasional PUBG. Like, I'm still friends with him, like, to this day. Just from that, like, few games, I think we weren't bad at PUBG at the time, but we weren't, like, god tier. By the way, I might start doing a few PUBG streams. Just seeing him again, talking to him again, and he apparently still logs into it occasionally. I'm thinking about going back and doing a couple playing it, and then I might as well do it on stream, because I know there's been a lot of updates, and I feel like it'd be good to go back and do it on stream to see what's up. You know what I mean? But anyways, I talked to him again, and it's just been so fucking long. He's doing good, though. He's doing good. I'm very glad to hear he's... Hell, I might even be able to get him on stream. That'd be neat. I don't know how busy his schedule was, because we didn't talk too long, because I had to end up leaving to go to Misty's, like, 20 minutes before I hung up on him. I mean, I didn't just hang up on him, but, like, he invited me to a call, or Xbox party, because he saw I was online doing Trove grinding. So I was like, yeah, look, I'm just gonna go listen to some music for a bit before I gotta leave, and then, yeah, but it was good checking in on him, or him checking on me, I guess. Because it's been, like, at least a year. I think he said it was 2. I don't think it's been 2, but I know it's been at least a year since I've talked to him. It's nice to go check in on old friends occasionally. I like to check in on friends, like, even friends that I do consistently talk to, but I feel like I get a little annoying with it occasionally. Now, I mean well. I'm not just like, hey, tell me everything that's going on. I'm worried about you. It's like, hey, everything's still going okay, you know? Like, I just never know, like, not the boundaries. I never know the, Hold on. Okay, so, ignoring what I was said, I have a guy in Trove who's been helping me. Okay, so I've been selling each Primordial Flame for 10. So he buys that in bulk. He has enough flux to just pay $1 million for it if he needed to. He's been doing that if he sees me online. He's also been buying from me in the marketplace without, like, I wish he would wait until I could just sell it in bulk. But he just messaged me, hey, do you got some right now? And I'm going to message him, no, I just, like, have been, because apparently he's been buying it off me anyways, so I mean, like, but hold on. I only have, like, on me right now, 41. you know? So here, I'm going to go ahead and sadly tell him nah. But here, give me a minute to type that. I'm doing it on my computer to type faster because Xbox keyboard sucks. I keep biting. Okay, so I'll bring this up right after I'm done here. Okay, I'm gonna be done for a second until he responds. I keep biting the side of my finger. When I was like 7, I was fishing, and some fishing line ended up, like, I was pulling on the fishing line because it was caught on a tree, and it got loose too, but I had to pull it really hard, and it dislodged finally, but it left like a line in there, and over a few days, I'm a horrific nail biter, like very bad. But what ended up happening from that was I, I picked at it a little bit, and it became a callus. So, and then it's been years, but even ever since then, it never really has, like, it's healed all the way, but it's still like a little bit like, it's that kind of thing where, like, in spy movies where people burn their fingertips off, they don't heal back. So I don't think they heal back. But anyways, it just doesn't have the same kind of thing that would be on this finger. You know what I mean? So hold on. He wished me luck, and I said thanks, and thanks for buying them so often. Anyways, so I occasionally still like pick at it, and it's really gross. Like, if you guys see me doing that, like if I were just go like that, I'm sorry. It's just. Also, I've noticed another thing I'm worried about making friends annoyed by is I apologize a lot. Like, even when it's something minor, I still apologize a shit ton. Uh, yeah, he said, yeah, no problem. That's nice. But I apologize a lot, and also my anxiety really sets in. Like, I don't overreact, but part of the reason I check in on my friends so much is because I care about them and I want to make sure everyone's okay, you know. But my anxiety doesn't help with that, and I feel like it can overdo it a little bit at times. Like, it's never enough to be like, hey, you need to fucking stop. It's just more of like, yes, I'm fine. You don't have to worry, you know, like, or and that isn't often, by the way. Like, I'm just talking like if there's a fucking storm outside, like I'll be like, yo guys, be fucking careful. Like, we just started getting ice and snow, and I've been like really tempted to be like, hey guys, make sure you're driving safe. My like 2 friends that do drive. But yeah, I ended up getting in a, this is gonna get a little existential dready, but I ended up getting really worried for a bit that, and I'm out of this hole now. Misty helped me like talk through it for a bit and make sure everything's going okay. But I got to a bit where I really felt like I was, I think, is the word overbearing? I don't know. I felt I had a really negative mindset, and I mean very negative, to where it was like, now I'm not talking like, you know, where where you think I'm going. It was more or less like, would their lives in, like, I'll talk about like generally like their everyday life, does me messaging them just to even check in, or even just to say hi, or even to send them memes occasionally, make their lives worse than it would be if I just stopped messaging them and stopped talking to some of them? Because like I said, not all of them are like I talk to them every day. Some were just, hey, occasionally I check in. And I got really negative on myself, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I just do need to just stop, I guess. You know, like, would they know? I mean, it's not would they notice. I know they notice, but would they care? And yes, I'm pretty sure all my friends would actually take the time and care. But the reason I was thinking like that is because I was also starting to feel like I was using them for attention occasionally. Like, this is gonna get really real. I'm just letting you all know now that, like, I feel like I'm comfortable enough to mention this. There was a few times, and I did not do this with the intent at the time, but self-reflecting, it really feels like I was doing that. And ever since I've heavily stopped doing it, I had this Instagram thing where I would load up Instagram posts on the story, something negative that's happening. I didn't expect people to message, like, at all, but people did, and I was like, oh, someone checked in on me, you know, and I was like, and by the way, this only happened like once. I think it happened twice because there were two really shitty things that happened to me earlier this year. My mother had a 95% chance of dying for a surgery. She lived. And my grandmother immediately, right after, right after my mom got the surgery to remove that, it was a neck cyst or something. And my grandmother immediately had cancer right after that. Now, they caught it as soon as it appeared. My grandmother's a fucking health nut. She goes to the doctor, like, every fucking month, on the first, which is a good thing. But she, like, checks everything on those trips, and they caught it immediately, so there was no worry at all. She immediately got a surgery, and she's fine. But I felt bad whenever I had people messaging me, because I felt like I was using them for attention, and I was not trying to. You know what I mean? Like, this was a whole lot of just negative self-reflection that was building up and eating at me. And I've talked with a few people about this, and from what everyone said, I'm pretty sure they all consistently agree that's not what I was intentionally doing. I still feel like I might have done it with the grandma thing, because I mean, like, it happened to my mother, and then I immediately did it again when it happened. But also, I really didn't, like, I have Misty, obviously, but other than that, I don't have a lot of outlets to vent, and I didn't publicly put it on, like, my public story. I have a close friends one, and I put it on there. But I don't also just want my close friend story to be, hey, you guys are on here because I am just seeking attention. That's not what I want to do. And I by the way, I've already gotten rid of the self-doubt. Like, again, it was just happened twice, and since then I've self-reflected, and even the chance of it happening again, and for that actual, like, using of a friend reason. Sometimes, by the way, here, I've heard everyone has genuinely helped me chalk it down to this. I needed someone to vent to. I disclosed it to select friends that I knew would just take it to heart. Not take it to heart. They wouldn't judge me. And they were there for me if I needed them. And that was not the intent either. I just was posting it because I was just upset and I didn't have anywhere else to fucking just say anything. I use my Instagram story like a journal. The close friends one usually hears stuff that's negative, but I also have some things that, like, I just don't know if the jokes will hit well, because I'm pretty jokey on it. I don't know if the jokes will hit well with people, and I didn't expect anyone to reply. So, I mean, like, because I never expect anyone to reply to any of them. Like, today, I think, is the first time I've ever actually, because I posted that I got that Frieza, and Jack plays Legends, so I made a joke that his ass is grass, because I'm going to fight him in PvP with it. I think today's literally the first time I've ever publicly added, and I've had it for years, and I think this is the first time. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not a boomer when it comes to technology. Wait, is that a word we can still use? I don't know. I mean, I'm not worried I'm going to get banned on Twitch. I just don't know if that's, like, a word we can use. But I really don't know what I'm doing that well on Twitch. Or Twitch? Instagram. I know what I'm doing on Twitch. I don't know what I'm doing on Instagram too well, so I'm like, I kind of didn't really know how to do the ad. I mean, you could add people. So, like, I'm not, you know what I mean? I really just got myself in a negative reflection kind of time period, and I don't know. And I've even brought it up with, like, the friends, too, and they don't view it as that. I'm glad, you know? And Misty really helped, too. I'm glad I have people like that I can go to, you know? I try to be there for them, and they always try to be there for me, and I'm very glad. And they don't have to, you know? It's always good to have that. So, let's get on a little bit of a lighter topic. Let's see what else has happened recently. Hold on, I'm doing math in my head. 4. I know how many marketplace slots I gotta refill real quick. Which, by the way, I would just be grinding up to pay that one, or get that one dude, but he's already buying them from the marketplace, so I know if I just keep putting them on there, it'll be fine. And also I'm not getting the bulk, I gave him 3,000, which he gave me 300,000 for, so I'm like, I can get the bulk, but that entire mini, I wouldn't call it a mini rant, that entire little discussion I just had about, like, self-reflection, I only got 96, so, like, I stayed up to, like, 5 a.m. on 2 days to get that 3,000 to bulk sale, and then all of a sudden he's like, or like to individually sale, and he's like, hey, I'll pay you all of it, or pay you for all of it. And I was like, what? So I don't know, but always turn to someone. I want to say this. Always turn to someone you really trust if you're ever down. You know, like even give it a try if you don't expect someone to reply. Like, don't go if you really are worried that no one's gonna reply or that you don't have anyone. Put out there that you might need someone just to talk to. You know, and I feel like it might get somewhere. Do it in a way that isn't like seeming like you're just seeking for attention, like I thought I was. Apparently, I wasn't though. For again, what I've been told, but like I said, this is that. You know how I'm keep going back to it? That's the anxiety kicking in. Like are you noticing I'm trying to like go back over it and repeating myself because I'm trying to make sure I'm telling the whole story so it really doesn't seem like I was doing that. Not because I was, but because I genuinely want to make it clear I was not trying to. And that's the anxiety kicking in. I do have incredible anxiety, like incredibly bad anxiety. I think I was talking about chewing my nails earlier. That's how we got on the subject of it. God, I hate the anxiety. I can't even, like, have my name called for another room without thinking it's something, like, stupidly bad. Like, Oh. Anxiety's not fun. It really isn't. And I don't take medicine for it either. Like, I'm not against medicine. I know it helps, but, like, I know a lot of people who used to, like, not, like, in my life, I know people. I don't, like, consistently hang out with these people, but I know people who hardcore abused certain painkillers and stuff, and some still do, and I'm not big on that. I've never tried drugs before. I can actually say as a 19-year-old, my entire life, I have never touched anything. I'm not gonna. I've never had a reason to, and I don't see a reason to. The only thing, I wouldn't even have the money. One, the money to blow on it illegally. I'm referring to specifically, and two, it does nothing good. I don't even drink. I have drank before. I have. Yes, I know. I'm underage. I'm admitting it, but it was a long time ago. It was on New Year's, I believe, and I did Jello shots and vodka. Back to back. Not important. What is important is apparently I get very chit-chatty when I'm drunk. I've learned. I'm not like, I'm just calm. I just sit down and I just talk. I just let the floodgates loose. Like, you know that chat we just had about the self-reflection thing? That's like, oh, I didn't mean to hit my mic. That's like common with that kind of thing. And I think there's one more time I did it before then as well. Oh, I took one from memory, the only other time I've ever drank. I had a bad headache, and one of my mom's friends had bourbon, and he gave me a shot of that before I went to bed. It was very warm feeling. By the way, not recommending alcohol. Do not drink. It is very addictive. I'm not a very addictive person. Besides habit building of biting my nails, I don't really have any addictions. They've never, like, I know when to say enough is enough. Self-control is something I pride myself on having. For the most part. In a lot of areas. I feel like I can have a little bit of a short fuse with some people occasionally. And no, I'm not just blowing up at people at random. But there are some people I just... I'll either avoid confrontation like the plague, or I will just be like, I'm done with you. You know, like... I'm trying to laugh it off, but it's not... It's something I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to be just a better person in general. It's not... It's that kind of thing where I try to work around criticism, constructive criticism, not just like, dude, you fucking suck. I mean, like, you can improve this about yourself. This could be a little better. Actually, that can lead into something else I was doing. This leads into something we were talking about earlier. Stuff like I do on my Instagram stories. So, I noticed, which this is a really weird thing. It's one of those things where someone takes a term and then changes the meaning a little bit, but the original term is like really weird. So red flags. If I tell you someone has red flags about them, you're immediately going to be like, okay, so avoid that person. Apparently people were going around posting this thing like, what are my red flags? And they weren't talking like, oh, you look like you're going to try to break someone's back or something like that. Like, they weren't doing that. It was more like, what are my flaws? And then they immediately do green flags, which is the opposite. Like, what are my strengths? And, you know, so I tried it. To be honest, I didn't have much negative for, and by the way, this is like 10 people who answered on, I think the good ones, not as many. And I'm not saying like I need more good ones, like good responses. I was looking for the negative ones specifically. I think I got said, and because of one specific situation, someone mentioned not, they mentioned pushover. I will say that. I don't feel like I'm a pushover. And he was talking about a very specific situation. I'm not going to say who put it, but I still will stand by. I don't really think I am. It's just this one motherfucker has been pushing me. And I haven't been saying anything because I've just been trying to avoid confrontation. But, you know, and it's been weeks. It's not like this is a one-time thing. But we'll figure it out, you know. Like, I still want to be as, like, nonchalant about it as possible. Can you say chalant without saying nonchalant? Is nonchalant good or bad? I don't know. I'm trying to be calm about it. Just being like, look, dude, you know. But I don't know. So that, and also I was told I have an obsession with time. And I wanted to maybe bring that up in stream, I guess. So I don't have an obsession with, like, clocks. I mean, like, scheduling. So, like, oh, hey, I will see you at 12 o'clock or something like that. Like, we have plans for 12 o'clock. A lot of the time when I was younger, I dealt with... my mother was extremely unreliable with time. She either would make me always incredibly late to anything I needed to be at, or at least it definitely felt like that being a kid, but there are some times I can think of where I was hours late to certain things. Or I would just not be able to go at all. In fact, she's dicked me out of that kind of stuff even still today, and I'm 19 years old, so it's incredibly infuriating. So, not like specifically today, I mean like these days, you know what I mean? Like at this age, it should not be a problem, but it still is. Anyways, so I'm very much used to being let down when it comes to actually doing something at the right time. It's gotten so bad that I will make sure if I am going anywhere, I arrive early, or try to be, if it's really important to me. And I will be there. I try to be. If I physically can get there. Like, I had a bike for a bit until my mom broke the fucking rim by accident. It was an accident. I think what happened, I think she tripped. I do want to point out, though, I did flat out say, don't go in my room if I'm not there. Guess what she did? Second I left. She went in my room, immediately proceeded to knock a whole bunch of things over, fall, land on my bike, bend the rim. And by the way, Misty's dad bought me that bike, too. Like, my girlfriend. Her dad bought me the bike. It was a flea market, yes, but the bike works incredibly well. And then immediately my mom tries replacing it with, like, a really, really crappy rusted old bike. I know bike tires are super expensive to fix, but, like, and in fact, I can still ride it, by the way, the old one. It's just, it wobbles now, because of how the rim is. So, it's not safe to go more than, like, 3 blocks. Isaac lives 3 blocks away from me, so I do occasionally ride it up there. I used to ride all the way across town on that fucking thing. And I didn't have it for more than, like, a month and a half before she fucking did that, and I'm still pissed about it. But anyway, shit like that. Like, even if she's not trying to intentionally fuck it up, she will. That is why I'm so... It's not an obsession with time. It's just, I have a schedule. I'm sticking to it. I can make modifications if I plan ahead of time. But if not, I don't have room for things in my schedule. And I don't even have a job right now, by the way. I don't have a job. I legitimately just have a schedule I like keeping in my week. My day-to-day week is Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, I go to Misty's. Every other day, nothing. I sit here, I play video games, talk to friends, do D&D, live stream occasionally, and Thursday, I have a public D&D thing I go to at a local game store. And that's it. Saturday, I think, and sometimes I'll go hang out with Isaac, like, really early in the morning. Like, sometimes it goes, like, 4 a.m., and we're just at a local Jack in the Box, just sitting out eating. But other than that, it's a really just peaceful schedule. Once I got out of high school, I was like, hey, fuck college. Not saying I'm never going to go, but most likely I'm not. I'll be real with you. I want a break. Me and Misty want to hang out. I mentioned in the previous stream of one of these, we never got time to spend together in school. Something always kept getting in the way. So we really have been enjoying our relationship. Sure, there's been ups and downs. Even today, there was a couple more downs than there were ups, but we're working on a few things, like we're just trying to be happy with each other, plan our entire fucking futures together, because we hit 4 years back on October 6th, 2021. 4 years. Because, obviously, you can do the math, go back, figure out when. But, anyways, like, just, that's my schedule. I just enjoy what I do. And, like, sure, like, some people are like, oh, like my uncle, especially, not my uncle I live with, but another uncle, we visited them, or my mom specifically was visiting them and dragged me along. Like, I am of legal age to move out and get stuff done. It's just, I just want to enjoy a little bit, I worked 18 years of my life. Yes, I'm going to call it working, because it's basically, school is basically a full-time job for anyone under fucking 18, including people who are 18 or 19, I think is like the limit you're going to get to if you're going to high school. Point is, after you graduate, I just want peace, man. School was rough. Like, I wasn't exactly, like, how do I put this? I wasn't, like, hardcore bullied in high school and stuff, but, like, I wasn't, like, enjoying actively. The only parts I enjoyed of school near the end, and this is because of the coronavirus that hit, I just enjoyed the social interactions. I made friends my senior year. I wish I would have made, by the way, years before that, because it was just a really shitty year for everything, like, I didn't, again, no time with Misty. I got to spend time with friends occasionally, so that was nice, but I had no classes with any of them. I had one, it was my friend Xavian. He's fucking amazing, but he's, like, the only... No, I still had occasionally some other friends, like my friend Carter. We had seminar class together, and then I had a class with Alex, and that was my creative writing class, I believe. We had a class together. Alex is from the D&D stuff, but just, like, I don't know. It just got really chaotic and annoying, and it was really fucked, because, like, let's go back and talk about that for a second, coronavirus thing. So, our school basically said, because it was my junior year, it was Misty's senior year, she graduated a year before me, and she's also has the exact same schedule I have, by the way, except she doesn't really leave her house much, because her parents, her dad won't let her get a license. Oh, and it's not that he won't let her, it's just, he doesn't want to drive her back and forth to a job, but also her mom doesn't have a license. So, like, he's the only vehicle, or the guy, or person that can drive a vehicle who lives in the house. And that can't change because he really, from what I know, I don't think he really wants to drive her back and forth every day. So he's just kind of, but yet he'll still be the driver for picking me up every other day, which it's fine. I mean, like, it's just complicated. Anyways, and she's 21, by the way. Or not 20, 21. She's going to be 20 in 5 months, 3 months, 4 months, one of the two. May 29th, that's her birthday. But anyways, it's just, it's a clusterfuck right now. But anyway, so it was her senior year it hit. It was my end of my junior year. The school literally said, do the work. We're going to try to give you some stuff to do. By the way, everyone got basically free graduation with that. The only thing, okay, so our school basically said, hey, we can't drop your grades, but we can only raise them. So if you do assignments while you're, by the way, if you were already passing a class whenever the coronavirus hit, they couldn't drop your grade. You could just not do any of the assignments. They could give you 500 assignments per class. You didn't have to do a single fucking one. They couldn't drop your grade. This was at the end of end of senior year and junior year for both me and Misty. Misty didn't get to finish school. She actually did. She actually did all of her work, and she did not have access to internet, so she didn't do online schooling. She had to drive. Her dad had to drive her, like, at the end of every week to turn in the work and pick up new packets for the next stuff, because she just didn't have access to internet. And I'm very proud of her. I tried doing some of the assignments. I don't think I turned them in correct, but at the same time, they couldn't lower my grade, so it's not like they fucking mattered. But anyways, I tried on some of them. I did. And I didn't just be lazy with it, but however, there were so many seniors that just said... And I know one that is the son of a teacher who works there, so he literally just looked at me and was like, yeah, I didn't do anything. I just got a free graduation out of it. I mean, like, not free graduation, but I got free credits out of it at the end. Now, that changed for my senior year, and Misty was already gone, but she didn't get a fucking... She didn't get to finish high school at all. We went on a 2-week break, and then never returned. She's still on spring break. It was spring break. She's still on it. I'm not even kidding. So, I mean, it's a joke. She's not actually on spring break, but that's when she left, so... Her entire class is still on spring break, and I just love that. Eternal spring break. But for real, though... What was I going to say? Yeah, her prom was super delayed, too, which... It was a pretty good prom, though. Excuse me. Mine wasn't as delayed. I was very glad to hear about that, but... my Nana ended up helping us get the tickets and stuff for her prom. Or actually, it's weird. My Nana helped me get the tickets for her prom and stuff, but because it was so delayed, she had a free prom. Completely free prom. Everything was free. It was amazing. She walked out with more money than she brought, because she brought money just in case food and drinks wasn't free, which mine was also free for food and drinks, but not... The prom itself was like $50, I think, to take her to it. For mine. 25 apiece. So... Her prom was completely free. She brought, I think, $16 with her, just in case the food and stuff, because that's how much she just had in change. She walked out with $36 as there were raffles going on. So that was an amazing experience. But mine was just like a casual thing, because, I mean, it's fine. I'm not like... They earned that shit. They didn't get to finish, again. Not only was their prom super delayed, but they didn't get to finish their senior year. Misty even still put in the effort to do all that, to get everything turned in. Whether or not it was right or not really didn't matter. The fact that and by the way, I'm pretty sure it was still all right. Like, I'm not trashing that, like, Misty sucked on all of her homework. Like, she didn't. She did it. She did it right, too. I don't think she did PE, though. Fuck you, gym class. We're not going to exercise in our own goddamn house, and you're not going to make us. We're not health nuts. Now, there are some, yeah, that do it. But fuck you. We'll send you a 5-second video of us jogging in place and then hit enter. Like, everyone does that. I think that even people I know today that are still going when they switch us to online classes do that. I think they gave Misty like a rep sheet and she just filled it out and not hit turn, and she took it with and just turned it in. Because she couldn't turn in a video or anything. I think that's literally what they were having us do, and it's... Fuck you, gym class. Shove it up your ass. Anyways. I didn't have a problem with gym class. Actually, no, I did actually have a super bad problem with gym class. I just didn't like the first few years. Now, senior year, I breezed through it. I ended up I saved all my gym classes until senior year, which I'm actually really glad I did. By the way, Misty did that in summer school. She regrets it to this day, because it was hot as hell out there, and I feel really bad for her. But I did it. I didn't take summer school once, and I did 2 classes in senior year, and I'm very happy I did that. Because when I was, throughout the other years, I was, like, starting to build up some muscle mass, but I wasn't, like, anything good. In fact, I was pretty much wheezing at the sight of, like, even, like, barely jogging a little bit. But senior year, it just kicked up into high gear, and I felt great. I called it stupid senior strength. That just came out of nowhere. I wasn't a late bloomer. Like, I'm not saying that's what it was, but also I was just generally comfortable with exercising and doing things a lot better around that time, you know? But also, I didn't have a PE class for junior year. Or sophomore year, I don't think. So, like, I don't know. I didn't put much effort into doing anything for, like, 2 years. So it probably didn't happen senior year. That's just the year I decided to actually go ahead and start doing anything. Like, I'm an incredibly skinny person. Now, I'm tall, I'm a little bit, like, lanky, but I'm, like, thin. At the moment, I'm not really eating the best right now. So, I mean, not as much as I should be. Which, I'm fine, by the way, I don't think anyone's gonna get worried. But, like... I'm fine, but, like, so I'm pretty skinny still currently. I could gain a couple more pounds, but I'm not. I'm basically saying, like, I'm pretty comfortable with how senior year went. Don't take my advice, though. If you can crack out your PE before it, maybe do it. Like, I had a couple friends in PE as well. That was another one I had some friends in. I either had friends in the class or I made friends in the class, except for my art class. Senior year, where didn't talk to anyone. Did not talk to anyone. And then there was just foods, where I just made friends with the teacher. It was really fun. She's got to be one of my favorite fucking teachers, dude. I saw her in, like, Dollar Tree a couple months ago, and she was just checking in. She saw me and she's like, "Oh, how you been?" I'm like, "Doing great." She's really, really on like I should go to college side right now. Like every time she sees me, she's like, "Make sure you hurry up and do that." And I'm like, "Oh, I know," because I think I applied for I applied. I don't think I do anymore. I don't care. Like I said, college probably not gonna happen. I applied for some sort of like lower income small grant thing I could have applied for where I wouldn't have to pay it back. So I could have done like it's like 2 years and then not had to worry about it. It's fucking I don't even know what I want to do. Like I think I've explained it before. Some of the ideas I wanted to do. I don't need to go to college to be a bartender. Like was one of the things I mentioned. I don't need to go to college for now. It would be preferred, yeah, if you went to college for like technical stuff. But I know what I'm doing in the areas I want to go in. I already know what I'm doing, and if I don't, it's called I learn it in 3 days and then immediately know how to work all of it because I actually have a fucking good work ethic when I want to do when I want like when I'm actually wanting to do fucking like putting the labor in. So it's not that hard. I don't need to go to college for waste years of my life and money because some people are still in debt to this fucking day and they're in their fucking 70s just because they went to college when they were younger. That doesn't sound appealing to me. Like fuck off. I hate to be so rude about it, but I don't stop rubbing it like people. Like, I'm not talking about the teacher. She's really nice, but I mean like other people who are like really like you should do this, you should really do that. I get it. But I don't want like it's same people who keep telling me like military also has great benefits. That uncle that I went to northern Missouri, like I mentioned, because I do live in Missouri, but that uncle I mentioned, he hardcore. I'm stretching out, by the way. My leg's starting to hurt. Yeah, that entire time I was up there, that was all he was just being like, "Yo, military, it's where it's at," you know. And I was like, "Yeah." Also, no, I'm not gonna get into that dramatic. I'm not gonna explain why there was a huge problem with the timing, but something really fucked happened the day they like dragged me up there, and so I just had to be basically I had to sit there just with a smile on my face, just like, yeah, yep, I'm fine for like 2 weeks, when in reality on the inside I was like having a meltdown, and I couldn't tell anyone. Like I think I called Tucker up and obviously Misty, but I didn't get to talk long because again I was visiting family for fucking 2 weeks out of nowhere, which it was planned to happen a week from then, not that day. That's why it was so, because it was just like, hey, we're going now. What? No, we were supposed to go in a week. Don't pull this. Here, I'll say this. They made me miss a funeral that was very important to me. It was my Nana's funeral. I mentioned her earlier in the stream, and I missed it because apparently living family's more important. I'm gonna get off this now. I really don't want to reflect on it. It was really fucked. And I'm very sad I couldn't make it to that. That took a really dark turn. I need to change it right now. I've noticed we do have a single viewer currently. Because like I said, this is all... Like, if you're watching this on YouTube, if it's not clear at this point, this is all on Twitch before it's on YouTube. Also, you know that anxiety thing I mentioned earlier? That's kicking up heavily now that I've said I live in Missouri. Knowing that someone stalked my fucking Instagram. Not stalked. It's the same name. I'm not... Look, this is going to trigger my anxiety so bad. Don't go to my Instagram. Like, don't. That's a private thing for, like, my friends and me, and I don't have it set to private because, like, I don't care, but, like, don't go fucking bothering me, please. Like, in a bad way. If you want to say hi, I'm kind of fine with that. But don't use my Instagram DMs. Just message me on Twitch or something. You know, like, there's time, or just be there on a stream and just message on stream. Don't, or comment on the YouTube video. If you're seeing this, you have fucking other ways to do it, I promise. Just don't go to my personal accounts for social medias. Twitter's fine. Just preferably just stay the fuck away from my Instagram. And if you somehow also find my Facebook that I have, don't go there. Don't go to either of those. Those are for friends and family. The most I'm saying, like, there's posts and then there's a story. Go to those. Stay away from my DMs. At the moment, by the way. Like, I know, like, I don't plan ever on getting big on Twitch or YouTube. Now, if I do, I'd still love that. But, I mean, like, and I know, those aren't what I want to call like a brand, because I mean, like like most people who are big on YouTube and Twitch have a brand, and it would be their YouTube channel name, and I just use the same username for everything. So like the only thing I consider the brand thing to be on is YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. I know some people also do the Instagrams, but at the moment, and I could change that. Yeah, one day I'll change it probably if it ever happens or it needs the time to change. But at the moment, Instagram, not where it's at, guys. Please. Just, eh. I'm making a bigger deal out of this than it is, but I was just really, like, confused by that message. It's been weird thinking about it, you know? Huh. But, oh, hold on. I just realized I have 300 Primordial Flame. Did I already sell it? Or did I zone out and not do it? No, I didn't do it, huh? That's weird. Oh, no one's bought it. Okay, this is good. Because then tomorrow I can just put it on a cycle, like 3 times, and buy another credit pouch. My goal was to buy another credit pouch before the end of the stream, but by the looks of it, no one's on, so... Wait. No, I zoned out. I completely did actually just resell it all. That's weird. I read, like, another thing. By the way, did I actually just say what I was selling? Because I noticed I was not doing that for a bit, but it's fine at this point. Y'all know my secret. Oh, fucking no. Like, I guarantee you no one that plays, Trove is actually watching these streams. And if it is, it's Jack, probably, or Tucker, and they both already know this method. And it's not like it's a top secret method. I literally put in public chat, like, global chat for Trove, hey, how do I grind quick in it? And someone said, find an item that sells well, grind it, resell. And then, yeah, it was just that easy. I might have to mute in a second. I think my mom is in the kitchen. But other than that, like, it's not that hard of a thing. Like, that's like what everyone universally does. I don't think they're doing this specifically, but, you know. Less competition, the better in this market. That's all I'm saying. I'm probably going to try and be a little quieter. I don't know how loud I am. These headphones are really good for noise canceling. There was one night, I don't know if I talked about this in a previous stream. Shit, I'm starting to get to where I'm kind of repeating myself, but I hope I'm not. But okay, I'll give you a short version just in case I've already talked about this. I was listening to Spotify on my Xbox, so I started doing that. Okay, I'm gonna mute while I'm background people. Sorry. I'm actually gonna unmute for that. I just want to point out that's not cool. That's not cool, man. Like, can we not? Bruh. I mean, like, well, first of all, that's none of your goddamn business. Second of all, if you don't fucking like it, leave. I made this very clear. Again, I'm gonna stay off this topic, because, again, it's not really any of, well, specifically, like, y'all's business. Like, I don't think I'm being rude saying that. Like, you know what I mean? I apologize, but I'm not gonna really elaborate on that topic. I mean, say what you want, but, like, okay, I guess I can elaborate on that. I've never really been the kind of, I guess I'll elaborate on that one, actually. I will elaborate on that one. Not really. I don't really explore that kind of stuff often, but it's the kind of thing where, how do I put this? I'm trying to be as, like, vague as possible. Well, let me explain what I mean. I do what they want. Let's say it like that, okay? No, no. I'm like I said, I'd rather kind of stay away from that kind of stuff. No, my girlfriend of 4 years. You guys weren't in the part of the stream where I was talking about that for like roughly 10 minutes. Oh, hey, what's up, Alec? Yo, how you doing? Grug TV, I like the new name. Pretty good, pretty good. I think we got a couple trolls in, but other than that, it's going pretty good. But have you? Come on, guys. Really? This is a chill stream, guys. Come on. Like, I'm not. I mean, I expected this occasionally, but like, really? I don't know. I guess I'll just get back to talking about random stuff. Let's see. I'm having trouble concentrating. I don't know. Y'all can just have fun in chat, I guess, but. It'd be really awkward if I was just still muted right now and then the whole thing I was just saying was just, like, not on there. Do y'all have, like, anything actually interesting to contribute to a conversation? Because, like, if you do, I would love to actually, like, engage. That's what the point of this is. If you do have anything, I would love to hear it. But oh, you've been streaming speedrunning, Alec? Alright, may I ask what games, actually? Because, so, I have one of the people I live with is my uncle's grandson, and he was telling me he's been seeing a lot of, like, live streams for game stuff, like, on IGN and stuff, you know what I mean? Mainly things like, I think Doom was one of them, you know what I mean? Like, alright, look, dude, X, I'm gonna be real with you, you need to stop. You really do. It's not funny anymore. Like, this close to Oh, I did actually see you playing It Takes Two on Discord, but hold on. Yeah, like, guys, you gotta stop. I'm about to ban y'all. I'm about to mute y'all. Like, it's not funny. Okay, I'm not talking about the rapper. I'm talking about the dude talking about touching kids in chat. Yeah, no, Alec, I'm not letting them get to me. It's just like, how ignorant can you fucking be, guys? Legitimately, like, I'm gonna go there. Like, this is what you guys fucking do at like 2 a.m. I mean, time zone it might be a thing. It might be a different time for y'all, but like, Jesus fuck, man. I cannot believe some fucking people. Like, I'm gonna keep like. All right, y'all getting muted. How do I do it? Congratulations, guys, for being the genuine first people to ever get fucking. Let's see. I don't know how to fucking mute them, but I'm trying. Slash ban? Okay, yeah, I tried clicking on it, but it wasn't working. Slash ban. And then F3DCC. No, wait, no, two C's. No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Like, this is the first time I've like had to deal with this kind of thing, but like, it's fine. Get a fucking life. Don't come back. Anyways, back to, actual stream. Currently in the background, I'm playing Trove. So for the past like 3 days, I've been going through. Okay, now I'm kind of confused. We got a lot of people bumping up and people, but as I was saying, for the past few days, I've been going through playing Trove, trying to get 2 new classes that came out. Okay, thank you, Alec. I'm worried at this point. Like, I'm seeing that number rise, and I'm like, ugh. But anyways, now that we got those kind of people, oh, okay. Well, welcome. Hope you find something that might interest you. Anyways, I'm not used to like looking at chat every 10 seconds. I'm like trying to, God, I'm shaking a little bit. That was fucking rough. Anyways, also I'm sitting in a really uncomfortable position with my legs stretched out, my laptop over, and it's starting to get a little cold. But I'm playing Trove right now. I'm trying to get a new class that came out called Bard by grinding for multiple days instead of paying $20 to buy the class. It's either that or I grind out 60 days. So I'm just gonna. Okay, wait. There's a way to do it over like 2 weeks of grinding. There's a way to do it for paying $20, and then there's a way to do it for over 60 days. And by the way, there's 2 classes. I'm just doing Bard first, so I got to do that twice for both of them. So that's what I've been doing, trying to gather up enough flux to buy all that kind of stuff, and yeah. And it's meant to be a chill stream. I was talking about this earlier. I'm doing that in the background so I actually have something to focus on while talking, so I'm not just talking to the camera the entire time. So that's what's going on. Oh, you used to play Trove. I didn't really know that. Huh. That's interesting. It's really good hearing from you, man. I even was talking about earlier about talking to old friends that I haven't really gotten a chance to talk to. Hey, why did you... Okay, wait. I want to talk about this real quick. You haven't really been to the... Because, I mentioned earlier, I've done a Thursday D&D group. You used to be in it or showed up a couple times. Is there a reason you stopped showing up for a bit? Or for a while now, actually. It's been a while. Have you just not had the time? I know you had a job you were working on, I believe, right? Oh, did you move? I didn't know about this. I'm sorry. Oh, college, yeah. I was talking about that earlier. It's like, I want to do something like that, but I just wanted to take a break and actually enjoy, like, some break. Oh, also the microwave's on, so the stream might lag a little bit. But I was just wanting to enjoy the little break, of just, you know, yeah. Well, at least you've been enjoying what you're doing. I gotta tune into one of your streams. Do you have a consistent stream schedule? Like, like, you do this on this time of day or this weekday? Like, if you do, because I can mark it on my calendar. Not at all? Oh, it's just random? Oh, okay, well, I believe I'm followed you. Hold on, let me make sure I'm following you. Yeah, I'm friends with you on here, at least. Just randomly speedrun? Yeah. I'm not very consistent anymore. Like, I used to do D&D streams every Saturday, not Sunday. I used to do that every Saturday, just D&D streams, and I still do it occasionally, but there's not, like, it's not every Saturday anymore. We end up stopping because our group kind of just, what's it called? Kind of just, it's not that we just stopped, we just, what am I trying to say here? We didn't lose interest, we didn't stop, it's just it got to a really strange patch area, and, also, some of the players became really busy. So, like, we still play D&D on our own times, but it's just getting it together for a live stream. Like, we can do it if we need to, because it's technically not done, but we're just waiting a little bit, you know what I mean? But yeah. See, it's actually fun now that we got, like, someone in chat. I like, the idea for this is I can totally just, like, talk to a camera for multiple hours with, like, no, like, interaction. However, I find it a little easier sometimes when there's actual things or people to talk to. So, that's fun. I don't know. That was mainly talked about in the second stream I did, but I don't know. It's just something I find neat. Oh, by the way, on the grounds of something uncool, because earlier I was talking about something that happened that is not cool. Don't do that either. Something that, that just happened. What class do I play in Trove? So when I first got the game, it was like right before, like right at the end of middle school, beginning of like high school. So it was like hardcore. All right, well, it's fine. Thank you for popping in, Alec. You were really helpful. You guys ended up teaching me how to handle that really fucking annoying problem. But so I was like really big on pirates. I don't remember why I was, but I just was. So I play pirate captain. That is my main. It's not the best, not the worst. Definitely my power rank and level does not equal my actual damage at all. Like, I'm not strong in any of the fucking levels I can go to, but I can go to them. So I just have to get carried anywhere I go. But, you used to main GS? Which one is that? Hold on. Wait. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Nope, I don't know. Which one's GS? Gunslinger. I remember now. Gunslinger. It's Gunslinger. Ah. Okay. I remember now. Okay, that's a good one. I heard, isn't that one like one of the classes that's like highest damage output and stuff? I don't remember, but by the way, ignore me because like I genuinely did pull up the class selection list, but for some reason Gunslinger was not there, and it actually did come to my mind. So I'm very glad to say that. So I'm like, I did totally try to be like, wait a minute, what is it? Checks, but I didn't see it there. So, But yeah, Gunslinger's really fun. I after I get Bard and Vanguardian bought using the credits, I'm going to go through and try and get every class to level 30, which is, I'm going to continue doing that with these chill streams. Just playing Trove in the background. Yeah, a new company ended up buying them. The most drastic things that they did, two things. I believe, like, every piece of equipment you get whenever you loot things is untradeable now, and then, so, like, you can't just sell Stellars or the new gear called Crystal anymore, and then also, Shadow Towers have been gutted. Sure, you can go to them, but they made it to where you just immediately go to the boss, you can refresh it infinitely, and the only thing you can get out of them is mounts, because they took the rewards from that and put it in what's called delves, which you can get randomly from drops from bosses, and they are, what's the high power rank now? I'm not sure, I just reached 20k for the first time a week ago. And that's with Fire Captain. Every other class I have, I think the only other highest class I have is level 17. So, Like, I've been maining Pirate Captain. When I said main, I mean that's my main. So I never really dicked around with any other class. I'm going to start doing that, though, finally. So I think that's really neat. I don't know. Still thinking about it earlier. That was just... God. I don't know. But it's fine. The high power rank now. So, you know how the old class level was 30? The maximum was? Now, they added these things called Paragon levels. I think they came out with Bard. So once you get to 30, it sets your Bard to level 1. You'll still have the same amount of power you did when you left, but it keeps going up. So I thought it was just like, oh, just another 30, right? Until I was in a delve with someone and it said in global chat or local world chat, someone, so-and-so, has reached level 47 on Dracolite, Paragon level 47. So I don't know what the maximum level is. And a high power rank, I think I see a lot of clubs trying to recruit people like 25k and up. I think I saw one that like the lowest entering was like 30k, so probably something around there. I'm not sure. I don't really dabble in clubs much, and I'm just a guy who sells stuff on the market. That's about my extent of knowledge, but it's changed a little bit. I used to be really critiquey on the delves when they replaced the shadow towers, but I don't know. It just, what's it called? So it went from like, you kill a Spike Walker, you get 1 Titan Soul, to now you beat a Delve, you now get 27 Titan Souls just from after 3 Delves. Also, you have a great night, and thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Like I said, audience interaction. I love doing that. Good night, and thank you for stopping by. But yeah, let's see, what else is there I can talk about? There's a couple other things. Let me think. I now know how to ban people. That's interesting. Oh, and I can give reasons, too. Those are fun. I hope those didn't pop up in chat. I wouldn't be, like, canceled for it. I just called them asshats. But, still. Eh. It's interesting. Is that what a raid is? I've heard of Twitch raids. Is that what those are, or is that just random people? I don't know. It was like 3 people, so I'm assuming that was not one of those raid things I've heard about. Because I'm also pretty sure, like, raids are a built-in Twitch option, so I don't know why they just build in an option for people to go be dickheads to people. So I'm pretty sure raids are supposed to be a little bit more lighthearted. But if that was that, that's disheartening. If that wasn't, I don't believe it is, though. Huh. I was super vague. I think I didn't overshare anything whenever he asked, like, proposed a general actual question. What I meant by I do whatever they want to do, I'm not saying, like, sexually active kind of things. Like, I'm not trying to imply anything. I'm saying use your imagination. Like, I'm down for whatever at that point. That's all I'm going to say. Not saying I have done that, not saying I haven't. I'm going to stay off that subject. I just want to make that very clear real quick. I wanted to elaborate on what I meant because, like, I can tell anything I said there I was going to be back to a fucking corner once I realized they were just there to troll. It's just a whole awkward situation at this point. I'm just never going to bring it up again. Nothing said during it at all. It's just guys being idiots. And incredibly rude. Now, I know I'm going to have to deal with that a lot more. Like, I definitely expect that to happen here and now and then, and I'm fine with it. Hey, you guys give me fucking views. Thanks. There's actually, like, a thing right now. I think you can get, like, Twitch affiliate, which I'm not trying to get at the moment, but I think it turns out I had, like, enough stream time to where I could actually apply for it with enough viewers. So thanks for contributing, asshats. I mean, free fucking... I get stuff for it, apparently. I think it has to be, like, they have to watch for a certain amount of time, so I don't know if I did that right or not, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna avoid it now. How much... I've been grinding Primordial Flame for a long time, but it was, again, you know, like, there's an example of what I meant by it's good to just see some friends after a while. Also worried I got a little bit loud during that. I know people are in the background up. Like I said, I try and live stream at night while people are not awake. Also, one more time, I just don't want to get demonetized on YouTube for what those fuckers said. Shooting up a school is wrong. Like, a lot of the stuff they were talking about is wrong, and I do not condone any of it. Now that I've said that and made that clear very much again, please, YouTube, do not demonetize me, because I'm considering not uploading this at all now, and just burying it or unlisting it, and just not putting it up and, like, restarting a stream or something, because, like, there's been good moments and bad moments, and I just... I think I'll leave it up just as... because I don't want to just repeat a lot of the stuff I've said in this one and another one and just act like it never happened. I'll probably leave it up as just like a... not proof that it happened. What am I trying to say here? I'll leave it up as like a memory of like... I think I handled it well, so... God, I know I keep saying I'm going to get off the subject, but I'm just running out of things to talk about, and that's just fresh on my mind, and it's pissing me off. It's going to happen more. I just need to get used to it. You can't control the actions of everyone. You can, however, ban them. And I'm very happy about that. So, and I'm happy I learned about that. I've never had to. God, some fucking people. It threw me for a loop. Like, I'm sorry, if it's just, like, this stream's just a little awkward now at this point, like, that just, it made me, like, throw out everything I was thinking about talking about, completely just, oh, wait, things sold and I didn't even realize it. When did that happen? Man, this fucking got me out of it hard. Okay, how much do I have? 261? Okay, I need to get 300 before I can confidently say I can sell it all. God, I wish I could have talked to Alk a little bit more about stuff, because, like, that was how he joined right when they joined. I don't think that was... I think that was just a coincidence, by the way. I don't think that had anything to do with it, but I just... God. I wish I could have, like, had a little bit more of a conversation, because that was fun. That was neat. He's a chill guy. Really chill guy. In fact, you see his Twitch, or in the chat, rewind it, go see it, go follow him. Like, if you somehow watch this, and you enjoy... well, like I said, he was saying he was doing speedruns, so if you enjoy that kind of content, go check him out. I'm sure he's doing really well in there. Well, I've never been to one of his streams. Actually, I have, but not one of his speedrunning streams. I'm sure it's great. Go check him out. But it's good to check in on him. Or him checking on me, I guess. So something I ended up learning, I always learn something new about certain things every day. Now that just sounds like a dumb sentence. I'm gonna elaborate. I just learned something new about Trove I haven't known about for a very long time, or this is the second time it happened, so it's more like a recent thing I learned. Apparently, after so long, Trove, like, worlds you're in will just shut down, because they've been open for so long, I think, that they just go, hey, this specific, instance of the world you've been in is, what's the word? It's just so old that, like, it's been running so long, we need to purge it. Go back to the hub world, or we'll send you back to the hub world. You have, like, 6 minutes to leave. And then it'll periodically update you until it kicks you out, which I haven't been kicked out by it, because I just leave before it, but it's fine. Like, I just thought that was kind of neat. I didn't know that happened. I thought they just kind of went infinitely, but I guess because I was just the only one roaming around in this world for so long, it just was like, hey, yeah, you know what? You don't need to be here anymore. Bye. I wonder if that's, like, to help save on server costs or anything? Or maybe it's, like, help place people in servers that are more, like, filled? I don't know. You know, playing Trove at 2:24 a.m. Also, so I mentioned PUBG streams might be a thing soon, like occasionally. Another game definitely might be Dead by Daylight. A game I'm very nervous about for anxiety reasons of live streaming, because I'm worried people might judge the playstyle I do. Like, I'm not a tryhard, and I'm not, like, a toxic player, but I'm definitely, like... Okay, there was 2 games when I first got them I was heavily critiqued on. Now, okay, if you hand someone who's never played like that specific video game before, like they play like Siege, for example. I played Call of Duty. I'm pretty good at Call of Duty. Siege is something that's, sure, guns are the same. Maybe not even guns are the same. You can shoot in both games, but that doesn't mean it's the same exact thing. Like, there's unspoken rules you gotta learn about certain video games and stuff. Like, for example, Dead by Daylight, don't tunnel. Rainbow Six Siege, don't be an idiot, and don't team kill. Now, I did not team kill. I'm going to make that very clear, but back when I was playing Dead by Daylight, I didn't know what tunneling was, and I knew, hey, objective, kill the survivors, so I did stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to say names, because a couple of them I still know, and I still talk to consistently, and they've, like, since then been like, yeah, that was a little harsh, didn't realize, like, how harsh. Again, not going to say names, out of respect for the people, because they've, like, condoned for their sins. No, but for real, they were like, yeah, that was kind of uncool, sorry. So if I didn't know what I was doing was wrong, I would continue doing it. So, like, for example, by the way, the Siege one, I was fucking innocent. Fuck you. So, I'll tell you what it was. We were playing 1v1s, which my friend was teaching me, like, they were teaching me a little bit how to do stuff in 1v1s, and the Dead by Daylight stuff was in private games, but this got me in a point where I don't like people teaching me video games often. I'll go self-learn, because I'm very worried about hard, like, you know how I said constructive criticism works on me, but, like, dickheaded criticism doesn't work? And I'm not saying it was dickheaded criticism, but harsh criticism, that's the word I should use. There we go. So it went from, I was playing Frost, I don't remember what the other person was playing, because it didn't matter, because I kicked their ass just installing the game by placing frost mats in, like, the middle of rooms. They just run in not expecting them to be there. So if I'm way better at defense than I am in attacking in Siege, because that also works in online games, because no one expects the frost mats to be where they are, because they're used to be like, oh, we gotta place them tactically, and I'm just like, oh, middle of a bedroom. And it works so often, and I love it. And it's always works consistently. Like, I might stream Siege sometime too if it's not super toxic. I have it on PC and Xbox. On Xbox I have ranked, so I might do it on Xbox, but and I probably won't play with anyone else, because I know some people can. I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to say I don't know other people's toxic behaviors I don't want to possibly have pop up, because I know Siege is one that can bring out toxic behaviors in a lot of people. I play it casually. While I do have ranked, I don't give a shit how low my rank drops. I do care about other people's rank. I'm not just going to drop everyone else's rank that's on my team, but you know what I mean. So that friend hardcore basically got angry with me, and it basically made me not want to play the game anymore, because he was like, look, dude, you gotta, like, and, like, he could have done it. Okay, now, there's a way to give criticism. There's the, hey, that's not really a smart way to do it all the time, even though it still works, which I love. Like, even if you would have told me then, I could still say you're wrong, because I have way more consistent proof from everyone that's played with me that it does work than it doesn't, but, or at least for me specifically, I must just have really fucking big brain idea, like, IQ, like, plays with them, but I can see that being like a, hey, bro, that isn't really the best spot to put it in. Sure, it worked, but that's not always gonna work, even though, like I said, but instead it came out as, bro, I just fucking died, man, like, what the fuck, you can't put those there, that's not how you're supposed to fucking play that. I'm not gonna listen to you if you do that kind of thing. Same thing happened to me when I tried learning Overwatch, and also Dead by Daylight. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I understand how to, like, handle that. It's just like, okay, well, obviously I'm not playing with you anymore, and because I wasn't playing with anyone else, I just kind of stopped playing. When I was playing Dead by Daylight originally, 2 people got very angry because I was tunneling, and it was my first time playing a custom game with my friends, and I didn't realize that was toxic behavior, because I'm playing Xbox, which doesn't have a game chat at all. I think the most I'd get is an occasional hate message of, like, fuck you, you're playing Doctor. And that was it. Like, they never mentioned tunneling, you know. I learned the term of tunneling, and I forget what the other one is that killers can do. Camping. That was the other one. It was camping, it wasn't tunneling. No, it was tunneling. I didn't camp. I was pretty good about that, but... And no, I didn't consistently tunnel. It would be honestly, I will, as a killer main, say, it was one of those really stupid tunnels to where, like, the person stays in the area and does not leave. Like, I stand there, stare at them. Or, I mean, I'm walking still, but I'm not, like, walking at them. and they will just circle around the hook. And I'm like, no, you fucking moron, get away. Like, oh. Anyways, and that did not happen with the friends, by the way. I think I did go after the person, because I was very new to the game, and I just knew, kill that person. I knew that was the job. So, games I know that's happened in, to avoid the possibility of me doing a scummy play without realizing it, or by realizing it, and even me saying sorry, I'm still, like, got that, like, it's burned into my head of just, you shouldn't do that, so, but Dead by Daylight's adding Pinhead voice lines soon, that's why I was bringing this up in the first place. They're giving him them back, he came, boys. But for real, though, I'm excited to see those coming back, and I'm definitely going to be playing them. Also, The Ring is getting a chapter, which, by the way, if any of you say, like, I have friends that will, I have a few people I know, I don't think these are friends, like, I talked to some people about it. I'm not saying, like, fuck those people in particular, like, they're more of acquaintances than friends, where they're like, Chucky wouldn't really work that well, mechanically. You can bring the fucking Ring in, though. A girl that just comes out of a TV and just kills you by looking at you. And that's a chapter coming out. You can make Chucky work. They can make Chucky work. I don't care. I was worried about Pinhead coming. Get it? Because the voice line. Anyways, sorry, but I was worried about him coming into the game because he doesn't really attack people. I mean, there's that one scene where he's in a nightclub where he just slaughters a lot of people in the third movie, so I knew he'd probably have, like, a chain kind of thing, and they did it extremely well, in my opinion. For someone who didn't have, like, a melee hit attack before coming in, they did very well in that. So I'm very excited to see what they do for the Ring, and I have high hopes. I have no doubt because of how they're handling it right now. I'm very excited to see it, and I'm going to be playing him because I bought him and I was super disappointed when he didn't have those voice lines, and they actually got Doug Bradley in it for it. That's really opened, like, my hopes for, like, Freddy getting a Robert Englund skin. I know Robert Englund's pretty much done with doing it, but it would just be so cool. Like, out of respect for Robert Englund, if they don't do it for that reason, and also Wes Craven's estate, I totally understand. But if they can, though, and Robert's down for it, and they get the rights, oh my god, I would love that. That would be so good. And no offense to Jackie Earle Haley, like, I liked his movie. I actually am a really big fan of the reboot. I like it. I hope the Ring chapter's good. I also hope also hi Leon. But I hope the Ring chapter is gonna provide something interesting. Because, like I said, from the movies I've seen, it's just watch a tape, 7 days. She shows up, she looks at you, maybe runs at you quickly, and then you just die. So, like, how they're gonna handle an attack, I don't know. But I'm excited. I also hope the Mori is her crawling out of a TV, and if it's not, I'm gonna be extremely sad. But I'm actually really hyped for the Ring chapter. Very hyped for it. I haven't seen every little, like, movie about the Ring, but you know what? Fuck it. Since we're low on things to talk about, I'm gonna talk about, like, every chapter because I've had a few chapter ideas for the game. And I want to give an honorable mention before I start. My cousin Casey really wants to see Hannibal Lecter added, and I don't know how they could do that, but I would be down for it. However, I think there should be a couple others first. Like, that's his top, like, out of all time. That's who he wants to see added. I don't judge him for that. However, I definitely have some ones that would be preferable in my opinion. So, starting off, I would say Robert Englund Freddy. I gotta say. Hate to put it like that. That's at the top of my list. Now, and that's only if they can do it respectfully, obviously. I don't want them to... Now, by the way, I used to think Robert Englund was dead. Side tangent. I thought Michael J. Fox and Robert Englund were both actors who were dead. I thought not Robert Englund. I thought Michael J. Fox died of Parkinson's until I started seeing him in more advertisements recently, and I thought Robert Englund... I got Robert Englund and Wes Craven confused because I remembered hearing that they couldn't add it because it's Wes's estate because he's passed away, and I was thinking, oh, somehow that got my brain crossed in thinking Robert Englund was dead and not Wes Craven, or both of them were dead, and then it was not easy to get the likeness. So, but Robert Englund is very much alive currently. He's just definitely worn out on playing Freddy. But where was I going with this? So if they could get the likeness, if they can get the rights to use it, God damn. Robert Englund, man. Whew. And it just had to be a legendary costume, and so many people would buy it. So one of Misty's top picks is Pennywise from It. A dairy map would be amazing. Uh, oh wait, one more honorable mention before I do that. Remake Hawkins map as a Trickster recording studio. That is something I want to see. I saw that idea on Reddit, and I love that idea because I wasn't ever a really big fan of Hawkins map, but also I didn't want to see it go. I didn't want to see it go because like I looking back on it now, it's not that bad. Even Misty was like, "Why do you hate it so much?" She had never played it, but she also was like, "Dude, it's a good show. Why do you hate it?" And I don't think she realized I'm talking about like the game. And I'm like, "No, no, 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 no." And she was just like, "Dude, just like don't." And I was like, "Okay, okay." So, and by the way, Misty, if you're seeing this, I know that's not exactly quote for word what you said, but like, I'm I'm just trying to give a recap here, and it's not like you're fine. But anyways, I want Hawkins layout in a Trickster recording studio. Like, come on. They could have done that. Trickster didn't release with a map. I miss it. Okay, so back to this. Pennywise. Derry as a map. And, potentially one survivor with, like, legendary cosmetics that fit each of the Derry kids. Or maybe just a couple of them. Or maybe just Bill. Bill would be fine, you know? Like, you don't have to have sewers and like the actual town of Derry would be amazing. Then after that, and obviously before I want to start here, uh, why can I not remember his name? Leon. We literally talked about this the other day. What's his name? What's his fucking name? I can picture him perfectly. What's his name? Keep wanting to say Ted Cruz, but his name's not Ted Cruz. He's not Ted Kaczynski either, isn't he? Wait. Yeah, he's the Unabomber. Hold on. Who the fuck is he? Who played Pennywise? By the way, for reference, it's 3 a.m. where I am right now. Tim Curry. That's who it is. Not Ted Kaczynski. And Phil Sarsgaard. Or, wait, Phil Sarsgaard? Is that his name? Bill Sarsgaard. Okay, anyways. And another guy named Liput Whip. Like, apparently might be... I think that's the Indian Pennywise I heard about. Tim Curry. Thank you, Leon. Yeah. Don't know why I couldn't remember his name. It's not Ted fucking Kaczynski. But, anyways, legendary skin for whichever one they don't make the base kit. Preferably, I'd like to see it be Tim Curry, and then No, actually, put it as the reboot one. I checked out and I was late to the punch. It's fine, Leon. You're fine. Thank you for being here, by the way. It helps with the conversation and engagement of what I'm trying to do here. But anyways, have it be the reboot one, and then have a Tim Curry legendary skin. I'd like to see that if they can get his likeness and rights to the movie. I would love that. Also, Matthew Cote, which is like the head director, I think, at Dead by Daylight, BHR, or whatever the hell they call it. Behavior Interactive. Anyways, he said that's like his dream license to be added to the game. I'm all for it. Fine by me. Next, and the more he could be like that arm bite thing he did to Bill, or not Bill, Georgie. I think that'd be amazing. Or something like that, or maybe the Deadlights. But anyways, next, I think it should be the other way around. Have Reboot be the legendary skin. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I could see that. I was thinking they might want to ride the hype train because more people have seen. I'm gonna assume more people have definitely seen the reboot, and for classic fans of the movie, because they could just do what they did with Jackie Earle Haley, where it's only the reboot one, which I'd prefer them not to do with any other character if they have to. But this next one's gonna be controversial due to and you should automatically. Some people might know what I'm talking about immediately. The Creeper. Now, the director has been confirmed to be a child pedophile, like child molesting pedophile, and that is not, obviously, as stated earlier, that's not a good thing. I'm not trying to say separate artist from work, but before I knew that, I came up with a really cool idea for how his power would work. That I'm just going to say that. I'm not saying they should add him. I'm just saying I want to say the power idea I came up with, because I did not know it when I made the idea for it. So, one... his main weapon would be an axe. Obviously, I don't think about perks when I make the character ideas. Main weapon is the axe, just one hand, yeah, and then ability for throwable, the like bone ninja stars he makes. I think he uses them in the second movie mainly. to stop the bus. That and so you know how the Demogorgon has the upside down travel where his screen will just go black and be under. Well, the Creeper can fly, and there's no other flying characters in Dead by Daylight. So what you could do is set like a landing point, kind of like you're making tunnels for the Demogorgon. And considering Demogorgon's removed, they can kind of reuse this and get away with it. Set a landing point, and then walk around, and then if you think you have to return to your landing point, you can just hit a button, and it'll do the upside-down traversal travel, where you can't really see anything, and then you'll just land there. I think that's a really good way to handle flying. It's not lore breaking, it's not immersion breaking, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? Because the guy does just swoop down, pick up people, and fly back up, which that could be an amazing Mori, by the way. But those fucking screeching noises would be so terrifying. I'm gonna get off that one, considering the controversy behind it. I can see why he's not being added. Bummed out, but I can see why. Next, Jason. Obviously, if the copyright can just be fixed with Jason Voorhees, he's added, everyone can just be happy. Camp Crystal Lake, and Ethan said there was like a character that's in the Jason movies. I haven't actually seen too many of them, but there's like a specific character in those movies. I'm talking about Hockey Mask Jason, by the way. I want to specify, because I think there are because I think the main copyright thing right now is over the one that appears in the first movie that isn't even Hockey Mask Jason. So, anyways, with like a whole bunch of legendary skins would be, or not legendary skins, just skins in general would be nice. Because I know like Friday the 13th the game has a shit ton of skins for him from different movies. But there's Survivor they can come out with. Camp Crystal Lake could be amazing. It could do the thing you can do whenever you go to the Halloween map where you hear the Halloween theme, it just go I think that'd be fucking amazing. But obviously his power is just slice. Maybe another stealth killer, obviously. I don't know. But next, Alien and Predator. I feel like it could come out as two different. I feel like it'd be a really cool thing they could do. Like, they could release both chapters at the same time. Fortnite got them, by the way. If Fortnite can get them, I don't see why Dead by Daylight can't. But maybe release both of them at the same time. And, like, obviously they'll still stay out. But, like, while they're coming out, have, like, a competition to see which ones bought more. Like, have, like, be tracking who's buying which one and see which one, like, after a month of them coming out. Camp Crystal Lake would be dope as hell. Yeah! I don't think there's any campsite maps in Dead by Daylight. But, as I was saying, though, real quick, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. Have, like, a competition. Maybe, like, have rewards that come out for... Now, obviously, still have them earnable at another time, but, like, maybe be blood point rewards for whichever one side wins. Excuse me, I burped by accident. You know, all burps are by accident. What the fuck am I talking about? I don't know. I'm tired, man. But, anyways, do some sort of, like, thing to where both sides are happy. Obviously, maybe, like, charms earned or something, you know, like, maybe a first place and a second place charm earned. And maybe give it to everyone, I don't know, but just, like, the fact that, like, you know, I just find that really interesting. Stealth Killer is a Predator, and then Stealth Killer Alien that works similar to Demogorgon. Also, I want to point out another thing that could work similar to Demogorgon is an old horror movie monster called Pumpkinhead. Misty would love to see that one be added, and I've seen the Misties, yes. I've seen the movies with him in it, too, and I kind of agree, he's pretty cool. But he works very similar to the fucking Alien. Like, his body is very similar to the Alien from the movie Alien, if not the clone Ripley from third one. Resurrection, or whatever it's called. But, anyways, what was I going with? So those two coming out would be neat. Maybe an Ellen Ripley Survivor, and I don't remember Arnold Schwarzenegger's name in the first movie for Predator, but him coming out would be pretty neat, as well. Wait, might start with a B. Hold on, I'm gonna Google it. I'm not gonna dick around with this one. God, your name is long, dude. Dutch. Okay. I knew it was like an ABCD name. I just didn't remember which one. And it's also like, it's unique though, and I couldn't remember like what it is. But anyways, he'd be a nice one to have be added as well. What were the other ones? I can't remember the name. Hold on. I keep forgetting. Misty, so with the chain hunts being added from Dead by Daylight, not chain hunt. So, for Pinhead's chain hunts, Misty end up showing me a new movie where this guy has these little robots that fly around. He's called the Tall Man. I don't remember. I think the movie's called like Phantasm or something, to where he could have these little robot AIs, and Nemesis's zombie AI also helped me come up with this. She was showing this movie and it's like, hey, do you think this guy would be good in it? I'm like, hey, actually, you know what? After seeing all the movies, I kind of think so. Yeah, he might be pretty cool. And he's got these little robots that just fly around and just drill holes in people's heads. It's fucking creepy, or it's weird as hell, but I feel like it'd have its own unique kind of thing, because he's not a human, he's just kind of, I think he's like an alien or something, like dressed as a human. I don't know, but there's like 5 movies is the thing, and it's an older thing. So it's really obscure, but I also really like it. And how Misty was like, yeah, this actually could be something more interesting considering what's been coming out for it. What else was there? I had a couple of other ideas. Oh, yeah, one of my really big ones I was campaigning for a bit was The Shining. Specifically the Overlook map, doing the thing that Michael's map does, where you hear the Michael Myers theme, the Halloween theme, except you hear the Overlook theme from The Shining as you load in, and I feel like that gives so much dread, and you could do so much with the Overlook's map. The maze, and also the interior. Maybe have it be separate, as in, like, the maze is one of them, because I know maps in Dead by Daylight can have variants. One of them can be the hedge maze, and one of them can be the interior of the hotel, you know what I mean? And that would be such a fun maze. If you can make RPD work, you can make the maze work, and god damn, that one gets me excited. Just Jack Torrance, and then Wendy Torrance. Wendy's her name, right, in the movie? Or hell, maybe even like a weird... No, obviously you wouldn't have Danny as an adult, that wouldn't make sense, but anyways, or maybe it could be a Shining one, where it's the ghost of Jack or something, I don't know. Point is, Jack Torrance. It doesn't have to look like Jack Nicholson. It does not have to be him, because I know he basically quit acting, so I highly doubt they can get the likeness, but if they can do a Shining one, I would love that so much. Let's see, what other things were there? Chucky, that's another one. Chucky with maybe a Tiffany Legendary skin. Andy as the survivor, considering Chucky's really popular right now. They even have their own TV show right now. You'd think they'd do something with that, but I guess not. I guess they can't get the rights right now, which is fine. I understand rights issues. Some companies don't want to give their IPs out, and that's fine. I don't agree with it personally. I mean, like, I would love to see it be in the game, but I understand. So I just got to deal with it, is basically the problem. Because some companies just don't care. Like, I'm noticing, like, Saw right now I think they're even getting a Saw Rift soon for, like, the Tome Lores. So I'm excited for that. But is there any... Oh, if they're doing a Saw chapter, like a Saw chapter Rift, because they already did a Saw chapter, I'm hoping they get Tobin Bell. Tobin Bell's his name, right? God, I'm tired. I gotta double check everything. Yeah, Tobin Bell. I got his name right. You know, the actual Jigsaw killer with voice lines would be pretty neat. I feel like that's an unrealistic expectation, and I'm fine with saying that is, but that's just like a little thing. At that point, you have everyone. Like, you're not going to be missing very many people. Oh, The Grudge. If they're putting The Ring, they need to put The Grudge in, because there's actually a movie where those two get pissed at each other. If I remember, it's just them. It's each other. They keep stealing each other's kills, so eventually they just get pissed, and I think they just jump at the well from The Ring and then just disappear. Like, they both, like, hiya, and then just explode. I remember seeing that gif online. I think that I didn't pay much attention to that movie. It was completely in Japanese, which I've watched some stuff in subs before, but I don't remember what I was doing that day. I was just like, yeah, no, that's on the background, you know. But I think The Grudge would be really funny, considering it'd be like a rivalry thing. See, I don't know. I just don't know. I think I've reached... Hold on. Let me get a list, because I pretty much... What do I have in Trove right now? How much do I have right now? 492. Okay. And, yep, I can resell. So, doing that now. And then I'm going to get a list of, like, popular horror movie icons, and then... Honestly, I think I've gotten all mine out. Like, if they get all those, like, they're pretty much done. Now, there are probably some, like, other ones that are out there, you know, like Hannibal Lecter for Casey. By the way, before I look that up, because I'm still doing stuff in Trove, I just wanted to get that blinding light out of my eyes, because Google Chrome is bright tonight. Or at night. So I saw the idea of someone... A lot of people keep proposing the idea for, like, a Wendigo chapter. I like the myth, like the cryptidness nature of the Wendigo as just a creature. I like researching stuff about that. I mean, there's not much to research after a certain point, but you know what I mean. However, then there is people like on Twitter who are just like, you can't use cultural beings, even though like no one, I don't think anyone actually gives a shit. Now, if some people do, that's fine. I understand. Yeah. But I also like there's a YouTuber I've been watching called Wendigoon recently. He just recently shot up to like be really popular, and I'm also enjoying like every video he makes. He seems like a cool guy. But I remember going on Twitter one time, and he doesn't get very many comments on Twitter. But like I hit the show more button on Twitter replies because like some of these are just unimportant or you probably just don't want to see, and I'm like, oh, I'm clicking that because he didn't have a lot of them on there, so I just wanted to see what else people were saying. And some random person's just like, well, yeah, that's cool and all, but you're using culture of people in your name to profit off of, and that's bad. And like, dude, he's just a fucking guy who likes researching things. Like, he just thought it was a funny name, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know why he actually named his channel that, but I guarantee you it's not to be racist and to pull from, like, I really want to see a Wendigo chapter, preferably. That or a Skinwalker one, but I feel like that one would be harder to pull off, so Wendigo would be probably safest bet. I like the creature. I'll say it. Like, I don't have a problem with saying that. Like, and usually when they make something that's based off of folklore, they go and do their research. Like, they don't do it in a way that's meant to mock or make fun of the culture, Sure, it's dramatized? I don't know how to say it. Like, sure, it's taken to another level. Like, obviously, one Wendigos may not really actually exist, obviously. Who knows? But, obviously, probably not. But you know what I mean? But, and they make it, like, heavily violent and out to, hunt people to death. Because that's the whole point of Dead by Daylight. But they're still as accurate as possible. And I've never heard a single person... Now, there may we want someone out there. If you're out there and you're offended by what I'm saying, let me know. But I've never seen an actual person from any of the cultures they're pulling stuff from get mad. The only time I've seen people get mad is the Leatherface Masks, and I'm not going to go into detail on that. I have my personal opinions on that. I'm not racist. And that's why I'm sad that someone went and had to go ruin it to remove them, because I never grinded them out, but I didn't know they were grindable. But the only time I figured out they were even possible to get, still, because I thought it was part of like a thing you can earn from another game. Once I figured out you can get them and how to get them, it was literally by learning of them leaving the game. Do I want to see them go? No, but if people are going to be racist with them, I guess they can leave. That's my opinion on it. Oh, real quick, I also wanted to point out, I remember seeing, like, the day of, whenever it was announced they were getting removed, someone on Twitter was like, if you're mad about them getting removed, you're just a racist bigot, and you're gonna get blocked by me. I'm like, don't be stupid like that. Obviously, some other people can have their own opinions and not just be racist. Like I said, I was just sad that they were removing something that someone was using just to be racist, I guess. That's not good. Like, I don't think anyone should do that. Okay, here's where we're going to leave it. You could also just have a working report system in your game, and it would work out really well. But hey, you know what? I'm just a guy on Twitch, just trying not to get canceled. Like, actually, no, fuck it. Like, I'm not doing anything that's going to get me canceled. Like, but just have a working report system in your game, and maybe we'll be fine. Nah, it's fine. Just remove things, because some people complain about it on Twitter. I don't know. Now, again, if some people are genuinely getting impacted by it, that's different. I can see why. They're being removed because some racist folks are in for everybody. End of story, basically. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. You're right, yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah, I was pulling up a list. I'm going to do that now. Not list of historical. List of famous horror icons. Chucky, Jigsaw, Pinhead, Norman Bates. Huh. They could try a Psycho chapter, I guess. I think that'd be interesting. Have one skin just be him, and then have another skin be him in his, like, mom's outfit. That'd be neat. Who else do we have? Hannibal Lecter, okay. Leatherface, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger. That's top 10. I want top 100. Ooh, wait, Wikipedia horror icon. Okay, we're gonna look at 2 lists. I'm gonna only mention ones I know, for the most part. Ooh, Kevin Wendell Crumb, the guy from Split. That would be interesting. Alien. Oh, didn't mean to bump my mic. Sorry, I was trying. I'm skipping a few that I just don't know about. Now, some people could get mad about that, but however, I'm going with ones I personally want to see. So if I don't know about them, sure, there's probably someone campaigning out there for it. However, I'm going, like I said, Hannibal Lecter could be cool. Yeah, like I said, like I agree with Casey, it could be cool. I don't remember really thinking or knowing much about his idea about it, or I was like, I was iffy on it, but I'm not saying no to it. Miss Voorhees, okay, Jason's mom. That'd be interesting if they got the rights to her, but not Jason. Danny Torrance. Wait. These aren't horror movie characters, not just, okay, I'm wanting the villains. I don't want just, oh, Randy from Scream. He's on this list. That's fun. The Tall Man. I mentioned him earlier. He's number 83, and he's like under fucking Randy from Scream, so I guess he's more well known than I thought. I just never heard of it, which, I don't know. Pale Man, what movie is he from? Pan's Labyrinth. Oh, yeah. I've never seen that, but that guy looks fucking crazy. Slenderman might actually be nice, too, at some point, if they could get that, but I don't know how that would be complicated. Classic horror movie monsters. Werewolf, Dracula, Jekyll and Hyde, which I don't know how they do that, but I don't know. They get creative. Headless Horseman, Invisible Man, stuff like that. Like, those could be cool to see. Not going to really think on how they'd work with the powers, because I'm sure they'd do their own interpretation of them, which I would like to see that. That would be pretty neat, but continuing. Candyman. Fuck, I'm a moron. Totally forgot about that Candyman. Oh, I remembered another one immediately. So when, was it Pinhead coming out? A lot of people were thinking there was 3 things it could be. Pennywise, Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy's, which I'm very big on, actually seeing that. Call me weird, but Pinhead would be, yeah, Jekyll and Hyde would be really cool. But, Pinhead, when he came out, I was like, awesome. But it got me really thinking. They could do Springtrap with, like, 3 different outfits. One that's just Springtrap, one that's Scrap Trap, and one that's Burn Trap. And they just can leave it at that. Maybe even a pizzeria map. That might be stretching it, and there could be no survivor, I don't think, unless it's Vanessa from the new game, but because they can't put kids in the game, or they won't put kids in the game because it would violate some sort of not copyright laws, like child endangerment, or like child, like, laws of hurting kids in video games. Anyways, child abuse or something like that, I don't know, but it's fine to have that rule in place, but anyways, Springtrap got, like, but Candyman, oh god, it's that kind of thing where I just cannot remember because it's so late. I know the name of the guy without it. Tony Todd, yeah. Like, there was a lot of talk saying it was going to be Tony Todd. Like, a guy with a hook for a hand shooting bees at you was fucking amazing, in my opinion. They could do what they did with the artist that just came out. When she came out, they can just kind of do that. Which, by the way, some people were saying that was going to be The Conjuring and it was going to be The Nun when that dropped. That was a leak that got leaked out, and obviously it was fake, but fuck The Nun. No. Maybe after you get the other ones I've named so far, but not before. Oh, I forgot one I was talking about with Leon yesterday that I just remembered, thinking of the Conjuring, because I get the Conjuring and the Insidious movies confused occasionally. Excuse me. Not because they're similar or anything. I like both movies, but the Red Demon. Misty wants to see the demon with the key that can, like, seal people's throats from them screaming. I think that is a creepy concept. But also, the Red Demon with a map from Insidious would be fucking terrifying. Like, that thing, oh my god. I would like that. I'm a killer main. I do play Survivor, but I'm nowhere near as good with it. I mean, I can live and survive, but I'm not, like, I'm definitely not much of a team player, not being a dick, but I'm, like, if I'm playing with friends, I will be a team player, but if I'm playing with randoms, I'm definitely just there to kind of survive on my own. Like, occasionally I'll be like, yeah, I'll get you down. Yeah, I'll sacrifice myself. I don't care, but I'm just there for blood points or just to have a fun time. And usually, I don't put myself in a situation that could go wrong. Is what I'm trying to say here. So that's what I'm worried about getting judged on. It's mainly my survivor gameplay, which I don't know. Continuing on though, Rose the Hat from what's it called? The sequel to The Shining, Doctor Sleep. Peter Vincent from Fright Night. Ooh, David Tennant, Peter Vincent would be amazing. Misty probably would definitely want to see maybe him as the survivor, and fucking I don't remember the kid's name. McLovin. I think McLovin plays the kid in the reboot with David Tennant, and if so, just McLovin. But also the original kid who just goes Brewster would be fucking funny too. I think that would be a great chapter, just for the David Tennant would be fucking great. All I'm saying. But anyways, also vampires. You know, just fun. Be an interesting way to introduce vampires. However, I'm pretty sure they probably want to do their own Dracula chapter, considering or some sort of vampire chapter, because they were found in the archives. Also, a giant spider creature, which I'm interested to see if they actually end up adding that. Anyways, continuing on, what do we got? Peter Vincent. Oh, it's the original Peter Vincent. I was about to say, because they ranked him 69. I thought that would have been funny, but it's fine. Ed and Lorraine Warren from The Conjuring. Dick Hallorann. Or Dick Hallorann from The Shining as well. He'd be a nice legendary skin, maybe. I don't know. He dies in the movie. Who else do we got? The Babadook. I've seen that movie. I think they might be able to do something interesting with that if they tried. The girl from Poltergeist. The medium that sounds like this. Not making fun of her. I just want to make it very clear who I was talking about. Blade? They count Blade on this list? I get it, but that's interesting. Pazuzu from The Exorcist. Van Helsing was played by Peter Cushing? The guy who played, like, the Doctor from the American movies? Did not know that. Victor Frankenstein. Oh, I didn't even think about Frankenstein. I'm a moron. Fuck, I'm dumb. The Phantom from Phantom of the Opera. Laurie Strode's already in the game. Dracula, already mentioned that one. There's The Ring. That's already being added. Pinhead, already added. The girl from The Ring. Or not The Ring, Reagan from The Exorcist. Nancy Thompson from Nightmare on Elm Street. However, it's the OG Nightmare on Elm Street, not the remake, which they have stuff from the remake in. She'd be a great legendary skin, however, they'd have to get the rights. Ripley from Alien. Yeah, Sigourney Weaver. Jigsaw, and it's just, I love the smiling picture of him. It's the one from 2 where he's talking to the cop, like, just, I think this might be a set photo. I don't remember this being in the movie, but he's just smiling. I love that photo. It's always used. I know you can't see it on stream, but that's just a good photo of Tobin Bell. Dr. Loomis from Halloween. I know the actor passed away, so that might not be in good. Like, I don't like bringing people back from the dead in certain things. Leatherface, he's already in the game. Jack Torrance, like I mentioned that one already. Ooh, The Thing. I actually watched that movie for the first time a couple months ago, and I like the concept. I think that could be interesting. But shape-shifting killers, I've heard they're very much against in Dead by Daylight, or the way they could do it. I'm thinking they could do it, like, it could shapeshift between, like, a dog for moving around, and then when it's attacking, it could be a much slower blob that's just swinging at people, you know? And maybe the Mori is, like, I think it crawls into the chest of the people it duplicates, so it could just crawl into the survivor's chest and then burst out. Like, it doesn't have to just copy the survivor's appearance. Like, I think that'd be a great way to do it. Now, it wouldn't be exactly accurate, but it's a way to do it to where people would be happy, I feel like. But anyways, continuing on, I'm a big favorite of that one as well. Norman Bates. Dracula again. Did I say Dracula before? Michael Myers, Frankenstein, Hannibal Lecter, Freddy Krueger. Who's number one? Ash. Ash Williams. He's already in the game, and it's Bruce Campbell. Oh, I found that funny. I kept forgetting it's not just horror like villains, but yeah, Ash being there. Okay, let's see what horror icons on Wikipedia is. What do we got? Is there a list? Real people, writers: Stephen King, H.P. Lovecraft, Edgar Allan Poe. Directors: John Carpenter, Wes Craven. I'm doing the ones I know. George A. Romero, Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie's on here. Ooh, that actually proposed a couple ideas. Me and Misty have been watching a lot of Rob Zombie movies recently, and besides Halloween, he's did some other ones. Like we watched 31 today, or yesterday technically, but we watched 31, and we definitely like the Three from Hell, Devil's Rejects stuff that they did. Captain Spalt. No, he's passed away. That would be. I just mentioned I don't like. Damn it. Is my headset rubbing against something? I notice when I shake my head, like it's rubbing against something. It might be the cord, but Captain Spaulding. Well, I don't think he did much killing himself, but Otis Driftwood, not Baby. I'm not really a big fan of Baby. Not that she's like a bad character. It's just it's Sherry Moon Zombie, and like upping the crazy factor. Obviously, I know she's not like hallucinating cats in a jail cell, but you know what I mean. Like I like her as an actor, though, or an actress, I should say. Like, she's not bad, but definitely Otis would be interesting as a potential option. But I don't know how they do it. Let's see. Maybe they can make like the House of a Thousand Corpses / like the fucking gas station Spalding worked at as like a map for it. That'd be interesting. Continuing on though. Trying to get to specifically Tim Curry's on here. Characters. Okay, here we go. This is very short actually, but it's let's see. Amanda Young, Saw, right? Yeah, Saw. Okay. Ash Williams, Candyman, Chucky, Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, Freddy Krueger, Gillman. Is that like the Ocean Man dude? Yeah, from the okay, he'd be good. Hannibal Lecter, Harry Warden, the miner from My Bloody Valentine. Yeah, holy shit, he'd be good. Guy running around with a pickaxe. It fit like they pretty much wouldn't even have to make a new map for him because he just fit Trapper's map. I mean, obviously it's Trapper's map, but I mean like it's a mine. I didn't think about him. Very good option. Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, Michael Myers, Annabelle. That's kind of the same thing. Like if you make a Conjuring chapter, just put Annabelle on the map somewhere. Like because Billy the Puppet is also listed right under Annabelle, and they just put him as part of Amanda's base kit. So like they have creative ways to do it. Let's see what else is there. Ghostface, the Mummy. I forgot about him too. I think we've covered pretty much everyone that I could potentially think of, and everyone Misty's told me about that she'd probably want to see in the game. But that's about them. That's the extent of the list for the most part. For like eventually they will hit the end of either what they can achieve, or they would potentially maybe could get all of them. I don't know, but it'll take a very long time. I wish the best for it, and again, as a killer main, I'm very excited. I don't know if that whisper caught up in my mic. I don't know how good my mic is, like what it can and cannot pick. I also forgot the Mummy existed. Yeah, it's not something that's bad, but it's also like, is it like the classic Mummy, or is it like Dwayne the Rock Johnson Mummy? Or not Dwayne the Rock, Brendan Fraser, I should say. I think he's Dwayne the Rock Johnson's in the sequel, or like a reboot, one of them. Anyways, Brendan Fraser as a survivor would be really interesting, because there'd be so many George of the Jungle puns. I don't think they'd get his exact license, or likeness, but I think that'd be interesting. Because the classic Mummy, but also the movie Mummy, both of those are good options. Call me Nicholas. Ha ha ha. Well, welcome, new person. This is just a chill stream I just occasionally do, where I just talk about whatever's on my mind, basically. This is the third one, and most likely not the last one. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Let's see, we're 2 hours in now, so I've just been, It's currently 3 a.m., so that's a little awkward, but other than that, everything's going good. I'm just playing... Let me catch you up. Playing a game in the background. I'm trying to make it just a chill stream, so I'm trying to focus on the conversation bit. The video game's only on the background because, one, I'm doing just a multi-week grind, and then I'm just trying to have conversations with people just to have fun and just chit-chat. So, focusing on more of the chit-chat side rather than the gameplay. That's why there's nothing else on screen besides just me talking. The second you joined, we were currently talking about potential Dead by Daylight characters and which ones I personally thought would be cool and what they could do. And basically, we just went through every movie I've seen with horror movie related, so the big names, basically, that's all. But yeah, how are you doing? That's a good question to ask. I'm not used to having people in these. I like it, I'm just not used to it. I totally will, again, talk to a camera for hours just to pass time and not... It's either I do this or I just sit here listening to music doing the exact same thing. And, hey, I don't know. If I give people background noise to work with as well, I enjoy it, I guess. I'm kind of just on autopilot doing all this, but it works. I'm definitely gonna... The video version of this, when this goes on YouTube, is definitely going to be interesting because of certain things that have happened during the stream. Speaking of games, President Mike's been added as a DLC for My Hero Academia to Injustice 2, and I'm excited to test him out. Okay, so Misty's been wanting to pick up those games. I think she's going to get the first game first, obviously, because that's just how she likes getting things in order. Except for Naruto Ninja Storm. I think she got that 2, 3, then 1. Mainly because 3 wasn't out, or we couldn't find it the day she had enough, and I was like, 2 would probably have more content, you know? I'm probably sure it's the same for My Heroes 1 Justice. It's kind of like how Dragon Ball Xenoverse is like super shit, and then the second one is just an improvement of the first one, because that's how Bandai does with their games. But anyways, about President Mike specifically, or Present Mike. Is it President or Present Mike? Is it Present Mike? Anyways, either way, that character, so I don't get shouted at, because I've seen 2 seasons of My Hero Academia like 3 years ago, and I just haven't gotten back into it since. I remember barely anything, but it's a good anime. But anyways, as I was saying though, Misty has 2 posters of My Hero Academia in her room. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just like a lens flare or on his glasses, but turns out that was his pupil I was looking at. I don't have a picture of the poster or anything, but I thought they always covered up what his eyes looked like under the glasses from memory, but no, you can see it in that poster, and I was like, whoa. My Hero Academia is a really good anime. I recommend it. It's very much a good, like, at least the first season I enjoyed specifically because it's like a, hey, it shows progression, genuine improvement of character, you know, of like starting from scratch and just going along. It's just a fun thing. I don't want to compare it to what I've heard of a new term called popcorn movie, where it's just like you can put it on, just eat some popcorn, don't think about the plot too much, and everything will be just fine. You know what I mean? Like you can just put it on, enjoy what you're watching, just kick back, relax. I don't want to compare it to that because that just I feel like that's a little bit of an insult, but at the same time, it's just like, hey, these guys have superpowers, watch them work, you know, and you know. Some of them are grounded in pretty, like, superpowers, like, normal things you'd see, and then other ones are very, like, what you'd expect from, like, an anime, you know what I mean? Like, I have the power to manipulate shadows into weapons. I know, by the way, I'm not trying to say there's a character like this, but if there is a character that does this, that's hilarious. I remember there's a main class guy who had, like, a shadow that follows him. That is not who I was talking about. I was just making one up on the spot. I like that guy. He's like a bird or something. His name starts with a T. I know that. Anyways, ignoring that, but like some of them go from like I can increase my size to that, which that's fine. The variety's interesting, I guess. It's not just, you know, knockoff Avengers, and I'm very happy to say that. Like that's me complimenting it. It is not just like a rehash of things that everyone's. It's adding more to the trope that is already being overdone, but in an interesting way to keep up with. It's good, in my honest opinion, and it's Tokoyami and his Dark Shadow. I knew it started with a T. See, I remember some things. Yep. I remember liking just a lot of the first season. and a little bit of the second that I got to it. I didn't. I'm not a big fan of animes that change their intro a lot. Now, this is not saying it's bad. Like, I was heavily like into like if nothing's really changing in the show. I remember like the first 2 seasons. It's genuinely just like, hey, we're at school. Let's go fight some villains. Maybe practice a little bit and then go. I didn't like them changing the intro so much because I know they did like what 8 of them. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if the number's accurate. I just like the first intro and I'm just happy with it. Misty's a big fan of the other ones though, and I just need to get to them. I'm very much never a big fan once the intro changes until I've heard it like 10 times and then I'm like, okay, this is a bop. You know what I mean? I was like that with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as well. In fact, I remember I flat out skipped Part Three's intro the first 6 episodes. By the way, it's Crunchyroll specifically, so I was trying to skip around ads, but I was just like, I can also just cut the intro out as well. So, it's getting wild. I got spoiled for the manga. That's interesting. Misty ended up buying, like... So Toonami's really slow at playing things, so even if the whole season's out, it doesn't matter, because, you know, Toonami's, like, crazy with playing things. But she ended up getting, like, a manga that's, like, the equivalent of, like, 4 episodes ahead to where she is, and she got to read what she's getting, like, what to, from Walmart, and she got to read ahead of time what's going to happen. Let's avoid spoilers for the live stream, but it's good to know it's going in different directions. Like I said, I don't know. I like the movie. I ended up seeing a couple of the movies because while I'm over there with Misty, it's awkward. Even if I like, for example, I have not seen Demon Slayer or read it, but I've seen the movie. And the reason why is because Misty has seen all the other stuff, and it's just weird if I'm there and we have the movie, and she's just like, I'm just like, okay, because I haven't seen it, I'm just not gonna watch. I just watch it, you know, because I know it's probably gonna be a good thing, and I haven't ever heard anything negative about a lot of these. So, yeah, no, you're fine. I don't care personally about spoilers. Misty's told me everything she knows. It's just for the people in chat, you know, if anyone ever does. No, I'm kidding. I'm fine, but you know what I mean. It's safe for me. I don't have to worry about being like, hey guys, this is now a, you know, spoiler area for insert here. Yeah. That's another reason, like, I'm waiting to talk about stuff like No Way Home and stuff. I've seen it multiple times, and I like it very much. But I'm waiting, just in case. You never know. I'm also, in my opinion, I'm very much a, I'm totally chill. Like, I know there's some people who watch anime and read manga who are like, if you don't read the manga, you're just not really a true fan. Like, nah, I'm not. I don't agree with that. Like, I waited until Part 6 came out for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or the 12 episodes that have came out for it, and I'm gonna keep waiting. Also, Misty really wanted to watch it together, so we're doing that. Because I was supposed to do it with Part 5 for her, but I just went ahead and started watching it anyways, and so, and because it was like gonna take 2 nights, and like I took it over there to her house too occasionally, but I started watching a little bit. Like, it basically turned into I would watch it and then rewatch it with her, which that got a little bit iffy. So I was just like, you know what, fine, for Part 6, I'm just gonna get it all and we'll watch it together, and we don't got to worry about waiting. So I also didn't read manga elitists, is that what they're called? The ones that are like, you need to read the manga. Like, I don't, meh. I'm never big on that. But why I brought that up is, like, I was like, yeah, in my opinion, it's okay to wait for the anime to get adapted, you know? Actually, I'm 90% sure it's faster to read the manga, because the anime usually has to pad out, like, a few chapters and make it 20 minutes long per episode. Dragon Ball used to have it actually still has a horrendous time with that. That's what I call them, because they act like they're better than you because they read the manga. Okay, yeah. Which I'm sure the manga actually might, yeah, because some people say, oh, I don't have enough time to watch anime. Well, they can just read a quick chapter that takes, like, 6 minutes compared to a 20-minute anime episode. So I can see how, yeah, that can be better and efficient. But also, I just like having background noise, you know, while I'm, like if I was playing Trove right now, I could be watching something if I actually had any subscription services I was paying for, but I don't, so I'm just music on Spotify with no, or with ads. Excuse me. But, also, I wish I still had a glitch, because there was a glitch where there was no ads for a shit ton of time on my Xbox Spotify, but it's gone. And I found a way to, it's not like an illegal way on PC to get rid of ads, but it's, There's one. I feel like I'm so small of a channel, it won't matter. Like, it's not like Spotify's gonna see it and be like, we found the answer, you know, like, two ways if you're on PC Spotify to ignore ads. When they start, close the app, reopen it. But the way easier method is just put your playlist how you know you're gonna want to listen to it. Or if you just feel like scrolling through, that's fine too. But before the song ends, press play on another song in your playlist, like by clicking on it specifically instead of hitting next or letting it finish, and there's not going to be a single ad. I've listened to like 6 hours straight, no ads, just because I was individually going through and clicking the play button, and that works. So, yeah, that's fun. But I prefer to use Xbox Spotify if I'm on my Xbox, because I just like hearing game chat with it as well, or not game chat, game volume. And also, I just feels good to shut my laptop occasionally. I have it open majority of my day if I'm at my house, just watching YouTube, possibly listening to Spotify, talking to friends, talking to Misty, because I have a phone built in, or not built in, I just use Google Voice, but you know what I mean, it's just long and tedious. So, it just sometimes feels good to just shut the laptop, focus on one screen instead of two, you know. Spotify tips and tricks, Jack Tech MOP. Yeah, I told someone about that once, and they just looked at me and was like, "That's hilarious that you found a way to like completely avoid ads." Like, I don't know if that's a common thing. I just found out both of those like by myself. So if those aren't a common thing, I don't see why it wouldn't be. It's a very easy thing to do. But I just was like, yeah, I'm just gonna. I really want to listen to this song instead, like because this one's bothering me because I couldn't find it on shuffle, and I was like, wait a minute. I've listened to like 6 with no ads, and I kept doing it, and it was like, wait a minute, yo. So now you know. I don't know if I'm pretty sure that's only a PC thing though. Cause I think I remember going on my iPhone and trying it, and it would like say, before you play this song, here's an ad or 2 or 3. Bah. And then there, like I said, there was a time where Xbox, Spotify just didn't have any ads for some reason. But now it does. So I'm fine with dealing with them, except for the one that's like, hey, we build you a playlist if you buy premium. We'll listen to we'll take what you listen to and make a playlist out of it for you. 2 things with that. One, I made my own goddamn playlist. I'm fine with listening to that on repeat and shuffle, and I'm happy with that. It's 500 songs. And 2, my playlist is so chaotic that it wouldn't be able to pin me down, I don't feel like, for anything. It would either be nonstop anime tracks or country, or rock, one of the 3. And I don't listen to a lot of country, but apparently that's one of the things that pings when I did a Spotify test. Me and a friend did a Spotify test to check our like genres we listen to, and I was super embarrassed because they're like just a chill person who's not like into a lot of like obscure stuff. And I was listening to like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Dragon Ball, and Hunter x Hunter like intro themes and covers of said intro themes, like Jonathan Young ones. So I was like, they sent me their casual normal one of like just hip hop, pop, you know, and then all of a sudden, and Leon, you mentioned that I usually just don't listen to me or that I usually don't listen to like a lot of new music. I just keep the one I already have and just occasionally just remember songs I've heard that are pretty good, or if Misty recommends one, I'll put one on it maybe. But then again, I have my own list for Misty, or playlist for Misty's songs she's recommended me, so I mean, like, that doesn't even happen. Anyways, my playlist is, like, rarely modified. Enough of that. Like, I think the last time I was modified is because that same friend that recommended, or that we were doing the genre thing, they recommended me the Beetlejuice musical, and also Hamilton. So I listened to them, and then I only have just the first song from Hamilton on it, but I have a couple songs from the Beetlejuice one on it. But anyways, enough of that. I don't want to get too much into that. But anyways, so they had normal stuff, but mine was just like, instead of just defining it as anime music, it defined it as like 7. There's 10 different. It give you 10 different ones that you're into. 7 of them were like different weird subgenres of anime music or Japanese music, and I was just like, oh no. I was like really embarrassed to send mine. And I didn't do it intentionally, but like I did a huge playlist shift after that. I definitely play Rust. I have never played Rust, sadly. I've heard great things about it though, and I've seen gameplay. I have I have not played it though. But real quick, I'm gonna finish that real quick. I immediately after realizing that, I'm like, I'm gonna shuffle my playlist, or like I'm gonna move songs to where I want them to, because I also did that. It's great. That's good. That's good to know. I'll have to check it out. I've been hoping that would be one of the games. If you've ever been on PC, Epic Games gives free games occasionally. I was hoping that might be one of them that comes out on it, and then immediately I'd be installing it, because I've seen a lot of great things about it. You sound like a wonderful guy. Oh, well, thank you, I guess. For not, I guess, but see you later. Anyways, so, god damn it, but, as I was saying, though, I organized it better, so a lot of normal, Spotify's curated playlist is, oh god, we got more people in here again. Look, I'm gonna just cover up chat for a bit, and just finish up this statement. I organized it in a way that made it to where, not specifically to like fix my genres, because I did actually end up doing that by doing that, and I sent the friend what I actually listen to, or that isn't just anime music. But what was it though? I can't think of it. It really did look like I was just hardcore trying to be like, no, it's fine. I listen to normal things. See, but no, it was just really awkward. Okay, I uncovered chat. Okay, nothing changed. Yeah, we had a couple weirdos like that in here earlier, Leon. Still not cool. Okay, I don't think I have to say this every time someone shows up like that. I obviously don't condone anything they say. Just saying this for other viewers that might be watching this. Don't... Obviously, I'm not going to condone it. And I don't want to have to keep saying that every time, because people just keep, like, ignorant people just keep showing up. I'm not going to repeatedly say that. I'm not. Like, it's very clear. I don't condone anything like that, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Like, I don't know. Now, some people are funny with it. Like, I know some people can actually be, like, humorous with, like, showing up. Like, I'm sure that's, like, what the actual raid, like, function's supposed to be, but, I don't know. Spotify curated playlists are fucking wild. I've liked none of the songs they recommended me. Okay, now I read that. Sorry. I've never tried one. I'm not gonna do it, because I don't think it's gonna be able to ping anything down. And also, it's going to be ones like that I've never heard before. And here's the thing: if I've never heard the song, the only song that and I'm talking like specifically the anime ones, because that's the ones that would start recommending me. The only song that's from an anime I have not seen that I have on my playlist is the theme from Neon Genesis Evangelion, and that's just because that's just like a fucking classic. So I don't know. But that's like, and I don't want them recommending ones I don't know, and it's not going to get me to watch because odds are it's going to be a cover and not the actual song. Turns out one of the themes for Dragon Ball Super is actually on Spotify. Only one of them though, not the other one, which I found really weird. Like the second one is not on there, but the first one is. And also another thing, real quick about that song, it's the music video is the guy gambling, and I thought that was really interesting. It's on YouTube somewhere. I don't. He seems like a really silly guy. I was curious, and also I have a bunch of anime OPs on my playlist that I've not seen yet. I'm not dissing any. I just don't. Well, one, if I can't understand what they're saying, it makes it a little difficult, and I'm not trashing people who speak Japanese. I would like to know what's going on. Like, if I've seen the anime, I can pretty much piece it together, because usually I've known the subtitles, and I can, like, sing in my head what they're trying to say, or I know what, like, the vibe is, you know? But, then there's other times where I'm just like, I don't really know what's going on here, but I'm liking it. It's a bop. Oh, and also, I also just straight up have an English cover for the Neon Genesis Evangelion one, so I do know what they're saying. So, like, if I don't know, I figure it out, basically. By the way, am I saying that one wrong? I don't know. If I am, I'm not trying to piss people off. I understand grammatical errors or pronunciation mistakes for certain names of things. If I ever pronounce an anime wrong, like straight up, I will say this on this channel slash stream, my Twitch channel, and also my YouTube channel, you will probably hear me say, instead of Hunter Hunter, like it's apparently supposed to be said, you will hear me say Hunter x Hunter. That is because, one, that's how Misty says it, and I don't want to just challenge her viewpoint, you know, but, while it might be Hunter Hunter, I do say Hunter x Hunter, and sure, I might say it both ways just to please both sides, because I don't think there's really much of an argument for the Hunter x Hunter sides, but also, why put the X? Look, here's the thing. I'll call it Hunter Hunter when it's off hiatus x hiatus, okay? We're good with that? You'll fucking earn the fucking right to be called Hunter Hunter. Till then, hiatus x hiatus. And no, I'm not trashing the creator. I'm sure he's just like a guy who's pretty much been worn out for what I'm hearing. I think he had a hand problem for a bit too, so I can... It's just like... I don't know. I feel like the anime left it in a spot it can end. So, I mean, I'm not too, like, against it coming back or not. I just really like that he delivered a lot of good stuff. Part 9 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is going to be interesting. I don't know I mean, like, I know that's under workshop right now. I thought that'd be... Hiatus killed me. Yeah, I mean, it's killing a lot of people right now just in how long it's fucking taking. But if it... You know, it's fine. Like, I'm not, like, trying to actively trash the guy. He made a great series. It's amazing. And if he really just genuinely wants to be done with it, he can be. Like, sometimes people just gotta back away at some points, you know? Like, that's just how it works. And I respect people's decisions, you know? I believe he also made Yu Yu Hakusho. By the way, did I just stutter on that? Yu Yu Hakusho. There, I said it correctly. I think I actually said 3 Yu Yus. Or 3 U's. Having a fucking mental collapse right now. It's 3:30. Again, I'm hoping I'm not being too loud right now. I'm trying not to keep anyone awake, but if I am, God. Wait, wasn't I trying to explain a story earlier? Oh yeah, I got muted earlier. He also did write Yu Yu Hakusho. I think Yu Yu Hakusho ended though, didn't it? Anyways, but real quick, I think before I had to mute earlier, I was telling a story that I accidentally played Spotify on my headset, not realizing that it was coming through my TV as well. So, it was a mixture between, like, Five Finger Death Punch and CeeLo Green's Fuck You blasting. Now, I don't have a down button. Or, no, I don't have it. No, it is a down button. No, it's a volume up button. I only have a volume down button on my TV, no volume up button. If I stick a pencil in there, I can turn it up, but it's very quiet. It's like 4 volume, but it's still loud enough. So I was hearing it here and there, and the TV's only, like, 3 feet away from me. Because it's on a coffee table. So it's like everyone could hear it, and I felt like a major dick because it was like 9 p.m. and everyone like is starting to get ready to go to bed, and I'm like, ooh, shit, I kind of just fucked up a little bit. No one brought it to my attention. I apologized. I went ahead and still apologized just in case they did hear it. No one said they heard anything, but I think they just said that. Now that I'm saying it like this, I'm pretty sure I did explain this already. So it's okay I got interrupted earlier, but I still wanted to finish the story before a whole bunch of people just showed up out of nowhere. And not going back to that off subject. I'm trapped in a cave in Trove and don't know how to get out. I found my way out. Okay, wait, no I didn't. No I didn't. Okay, here's my mission. I'm gonna grind 1,000 Primordial Flame, and then stream's ending. I've been going for a while. I've been having a lot of fun. Nothing's gonna break my spirit down. I'm enjoying. We've had a lot. This is the most I've had viewers in these streams so far. I think these chill streams. So I'm very happy that people have been popping in and out. Well, the ones that aren't, you know, ignoring that still. But I'm gonna. Okay, seriously, I'm stuck in this goddamn cave. I cannot get out. Like, I'm supposed to be under the map, like, in a cave system, but there's a specific part that I got just trapped in where I'm going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I just got out, though, but... God, that took a minute to get out. Jack ended up helping me, by the way. The other day he was in one of the streams. He ended up helping me get a little bit of flux that he had. I think he had, like, he had 80k, I think. No, he had, like, I think he ended up giving me 110k, which is very nice of him, by the way. He wasn't using it for anything, but I was still like, look, dude, I don't want to take your flux if, you know, because that's a very important, like, resource. I'm taking, like, 2 weeks to grind up enough to buy a class. Actually, it hasn't been 2 weeks. It's been, like, a week. Yeah, it's been about a week. And then I got to do it again, so it will be 2 weeks in the long run, but he took time to help me with it to give me about half of one pouch, and I'm very happy and thankful he did that. So Jack, if you ever see this, again, thank you, because, like, you helped me get one while it was, like, not 240,000. Sometimes some people will take off the 2,000 list or 200,000 listings, and some guy had it for 240,000, and I didn't want to grind out the extra 40, and you helped me get it while it was on, like, the cheaper end. So thank you. And now I'm at 3,000. I could buy the Vanguardian right now, this second. I'm just putting in the little extra effort to get Bard done first, because I just want to see if I can even craft Vanguardian before I have enough credits, because then I can use the credits for something like the Bard outfit that's a Jester, or something else like that, something else weird. There's an old Chaos Chest tome that gives 10 per drop that I might get. However, now I'm starting to think I'm getting back into the repeat thing of streams. It's late. I'm trying. How many are we at right now? Because I said I want to get to 1,000. I'm going to end it. 489. God, we're going to be here for another 30 minutes probably. That's fine. I can handle it. I don't have anything to do for the next 2 days. Because again, if you remember what I said my schedule is, I don't have anything to do till Wednesday. And that's go see Misty. Because she's wonderful. I just keep seeing occasionally, like, my audio move by itself, because I'm pretty sure it's picking up, like, my TV noises, or it's just picking up, like, random ass house noises, or hell, maybe just random static at this point. I don't know why it'd be doing that, but it could. It does that when I plug it into my Xbox occasionally, but and I keep thinking, like, did Untitled Chapter or something like that, so I get confused or something, but it's fine. What else is there to talk about? I'm having trouble finding an entrance to another cave down here. Also, the world's rendering in, like, chunk by chunk, instead of just, like, massively loading in, like, the next 5 chunks out. They have, like, a chunk system like Minecraft, but I feel like these ones are a little smaller. Actually, they look about the same size, but on scale, the characters in Trove are different sizes than Minecraft, obviously, and so are the blocks, so I don't know. If any of you, well, one, A, are watching this on YouTube, and B, have gotten this far in said video variant of this, comment if you want to see gameplay with this. I would rather not do it personally, because again, I don't want it to be a Trove focused stream. I want it to be more of a just chill stream. But if you guys really think it'd be improved by having actual video content on here, just say something. I can make that happen. Wouldn't be too difficult. Oh. Shit. It is getting late. Or it is already late. Or early. Depending on how you do it. But sorry I'm slowing down, guys. Like, whenever I get tired, I either speed the fuck up or slow down. Apparently, whenever I was younger, the dentist would give me stuff to, like, knock me out, but instead it would speed me up. I don't know. It wasn't... I'm not allergic, but also... I'm not allergic to anything, but also for some reason, I've heard that's an allergy to it. But I'm also... They tested me, and I'm not allergic to anything, especially that. So I don't know what happened. I think I was just fighting it, honestly. Like, I really did not want to open my mouth for that goddamn dentist. And they must have just not given me a good enough dose, because I fucking fought that. I was just like, But I either, yeah, when I was younger, I'd either speed up heavily or just be super sluggish when I'm tired. Because I'd just be trying to fight sleep, and I'm like, I don't want to sleep. Dude, like, God, I wish kids, me talking as me being kid too, I'm included in this statement. Younger people just realize how great like sleep is occasionally, man. Like damn. Like why you waking up in the middle of the night 3 times, just stay asleep. It's so nice. But also like I like sleeping. I do, but also what sucks is like you only have so much. Technically, like I believe the average person just has like 60 years guaranteed in their lifespan without any problems interfering, by the way, with that, at least. And like it sucks if like a lot of that is sleeping. Like sleeping is a major saddening thing, or saddening part in my opinion. Is like, oh my god. Ah. But yeah, I just don't like that we had to spend a lot of our lives doing something that's really comfortable, but it also takes away from actually experiencing life. Dreams are awesome, but I could not lucid dream majority of my life until, honestly, remember how I mentioned that stupid senior stream kicked in? A lot of stuff just kicked in then. I'm not saying like I was a late bloomer still, but damn. Like, however, I do want to bring up real quick, I also never had realistic dreams. Ever. And also none of them were ever really like consistent. They'd just be random stuff, you know what I mean? Like, oh hey, here's like, God, another yawn. Ah, fuck. Damn. I don't feel that tired. I totally could pass out if I shut off all the lights and curled up into a ball, but that doesn't mean like I'm about to pass out. Anyways, I don't know, they're just random. But I do heavily daydream. I daydream a lot. And it's just random stuff. Like, before I go to bed, I daydream. And after I stop daydreaming, or I still do occasionally, it's weird. On days I do it, or I take breaks from doing it for a couple days, I'll start, like, hardcore not only dreaming realistic dreams, but also some of them are very lucid. And it's like, I don't know what's up with that. But I daydream for about 15 minutes before going to bed. Just about random stuff, honestly. Like, I don't know, just like shit I've been doing since, honestly, elementary school. I got whole plot lines. I found like a Reddit thread called like Malapitalive Daydream or something like that, which is like, apparently it's like a really bad thing, but also it's like, it's just a fun thing I do, and I obviously understand nothing's real with it, and it's just, just fun little adventures. Also, it helps with creativity for stuff like when I'm writing things for D&D and stuff. I feel like it helps. It helps keep my mind going. It's like old people doing crosswords, or even young people doing crosswords, just keeping your brain active. And it gets my brain thinking, and, I mean, hey, y'all can judge what you believe on for yourself, how you think of how I DM or whatever, with my imagination and how it goes, so. There's only 40 episodes to fucking examine. 3 hours each, roughly. No, at least 2 hours. Probably not 3 hours each, almost, but a couple of them reach that high, almost. I think one of them does, even. Anyways. A lot of my creative ideas, I just kind of chalk up to being, like, related to, well, that kind of thing. Just, I daydream a lot. It just gets my mind going. I won't give examples because it's like, I will say I don't like daydreaming about people I know in real life. Like, it's a weird thing. It's like, hey, I used you in a daydream where I was daydreaming I was in, like, school and you were there and you waved at me, and yeah, like, that's awkward in my opinion. So, like, I try to always have daydreams where I don't involve people I know. Have I? Yes, like, just to, like, on the side, but it's not like a common thing. It's just like a weird, like, it's not I'm doing weird things in the daydream. It's just like, it's like a weird consent thing. I'm just like, you know what? I don't need to do that. I can be creative without having to use that. Instead of just having a lack of care for it, I'm just like, I can be creative without that. Because some daydreams are set in more of a realistic kind of thing that I do, and then some are just like, it'd be cool to have this superpower, you know what I mean? So, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just random stuff like that. I know I said I was going to get to 1,000 flux, but I like how immediately after I said that, I immediately stopped grinding flux and just went around doing random dungeons. So I'm not trying to, like, draw out the length of the stream, but I was like, I did that without, like, thinking about it, because I was just rambling. Oh shit, that's a hole. I thought that was an there was like a hole area that I thought was just an unloaded chunk, but then I flew over it thinking I would just land, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, wait, I'm falling. And it's not like a Minecraft, like, I fall until it re-renders. No, I'm falling, and there's lava underneath it. Oh god. Ah. I make weird faces. Weird noises. I like doing that. It's fun. You want some coffee? We got some coffee. I don't know. Quoting that one Family Guy guy. Hold on, I just gotta take a break for a second. I'm just bouncing around trying to find another cave entrance, but I can't find one. The one that I fell in wasn't exactly a cave, it was more just like a dungeon floor. Give me a second. Just resting my eyes. Just fucking passes out. This becomes a sleep stream. That'd be awkward. I've been thinking about doing those, but I'd have to have it on mute because of people in background. So I don't want to do that because, like, you know what I mean? There's no point if it's just going to be muted, I feel. I'm not saying, like, I snore or I talk in my sleep, but, like, I feel like it definitely takes away some of the appeal of it. Another yawn, goddamn. Ah! I'm fucking dying. I heard that you couldn't sneeze with your eyes open, which, by the way, you can. I think there's a small danger they might pop out of your head, or that might just be part of that, like, lie that where you just can't. But you can sneeze with your eyes open. Which, by extension of learning about that, I also learned there's some people who can't wink. I can, by the way. Okay, it doesn't show up on camera. I'm not trying that hard because it takes that much effort for me to wink, but, like, I'm just trying to dramatically show I can. But anyways, what was I bringing up, though? Oh, I used to think people that can yawn, like, without showing, like, hold on, I'm gonna yawn right now, because I'm about to. I just yawned. Now, I used to think people who could yawn with their mouth shut, like I just did, like, without showing much of it, like, you might see my jaw lower a little bit, but it didn't, like, I'm not saying it's, like, a cool thing. I just used to think that was on, like, the same level of, you can't sneeze with your mouth open, or your eyes open. And I was like, yo, this is weird, you know. It was just a weird thing. I don't know. God damn it, that's a yawning fucking good. I just gotta stop talking about them. Jesus fuck, dude. It is almost 4 a.m. Yeah, I'm thinking about going in a new stream. Because, like, good stream. Got a little awkward at times, and, you know. I don't know. If you happen to see this on YouTube and you didn't join me for said stream, definitely go to the link in the description where it gives you a direct link to my Twitch, and you can hit follow or subscribe or whatever button it is, so you can actually see the notification when these go live. Sure, it's like 1 a.m. or 12 a.m. past, and, like, I have done, like, something like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. and start a little early and go into, like, 2 p.m. But hey, you know what? There's some entertaining stuff. I mean, you can see what we're doing. So if this is what right up your alley, welcome. Excuse me. Would love to have you. And if you have any questions, you can put them in the YouTube comments, but that's boring. Wouldn't you rather hear it be read live in front of potentially more than a single person? Just kidding. But yeah, love to see you stop by. And if any of you did stop by, and if you're just watching this back on YouTube, or if any of you are watching right now, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Have a good day and or night or evening or whatever time you're watching this at. You have a great time